Hello and good afternoon to all of my lovely listeners, lurkers, and watchers. I hope you are having a fantastic Saturday afternoon. I know I am because I'm here spending it with you. The sun is out. It is a crisp 47 degrees Fahrenheit with a wind chill of 32. Keep your wits about you. With the sun blazing, you gotta keep your shades on. Make sure you've got a jacket and a scarf, just in case. I do hope that all of my dust bunnies are well. I hope you were taking time to take care of yourself, as it is oh so important to do so. Happy Saturday, everybody, and welcome to the second meeting of the book club from nowhere. It's so cool. We're keeping up with resolutions. Even if I am an hour late to my own book club. I am sorry. I am sorry. I lost track of time. I was yapping with Kruznik. I'm a bit ill. Hope you are well though. I'm so sorry, guard. I hope it's not like a cold, because I know that's got like fever to it, which is the no, you're totally fine. I think that helped sell it. But also, welcome in, Mako. Hi, hello. Hi, hello, Auntie. Welcome in, and welcome in, guard. Aside from the sick part, I hope everything else is okay. I'm sorry. I'm also feeling under the weather. No idea what it is. I'm so sorry. That's also not fun. It's just like, I feel bad. Send help. Kruznik and I have taken to doing a particular little audio stim at each other. Its origin is a video of a little baby eating like sushi for the first time, and she sees the wasabi and she's like, like she does a little grabby hand, like, I want that, give me that. And her mom is like, wasabi? You want it? It's spicy? And she was like, I don't know. And then she's like, you want it? Wasabi? And then she tries it, and it's just like, help. We've been doing the help back and forth at each other. Yeah, so that's exactly how I feel whenever I'm sick and I don't know what's going on. Just help. Couldn't even stand her sit there. No. Oh my god. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Yeah, you give yourself some rest. I don't know what's good for, like, only time that I have, like, any kind of upset stomach stuff that I'm like, I need a compress for something. It's usually a hot compress because it's cramps. If you're feeling, like, sick, though, I can absolutely understand not wanting to use, like, a heating pad or something. You just take it easy, okay? Don't forget to stay hydrated. You will make it through this. I have an obnoxious amount of strawberry snacks today. Even if you are feeling bad, in any which way, my dear dust bunnies, I do hope that you still take time to give yourself a gift today. Whatever that may be. If you're feeling, like, particularly sick, and you just need to lie down on, like, cold tile floor for a little bit, give yourself some grace. Let yourself do that. If you feel like that would make you feel better, do it. Do it. I give you permission. You are allowed to lie on the floor if you feel like it, for any reason. Physical sickness, sickness of the heart or of the mind, whatever it may be. I'm usually overcome with melancholy, and I just, like, lie on my back, completely sprawled out. It also kind of helps with my posture a little bit. I'd recommend it. Try the compress thing, but it only hurt. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I had a feeling. No, I'm so sorry. I wish I could just cure all of the dust bunnies of all of the stuff they got going on. I wish I could. I'm not that kind of magical, though, unfortunately. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. So I do have actual strawberries, and I have my strawberry energy drink. But Kruznik also got me a couple of treats today. He got me a couple of treats. I have the little Hello Pandas, which are like these little It's kind of like shortbread with strawberry cream in the middle. These are really good, and they have obviously cute little pandas printed on them. Very crunchy. But he also got me these Bubs candies. I did not know what to expect because I wanted to try them blind, but I have seen them in different places. They're like a famous Swedish candy or some like goofy stuff like that. I never noticed that they were sour candy. So this one is a strawberry cream sour candy. And I'm like, it's weird, but I like it. This is exactly the kind of experience that I want from some decadent little bag of candy. You can let it linger. I seem to like to chew them though. It mixes all the flavor together and it's just like, whoa. I want to try the other flavors that they have though. Especially if they have like a lemon one. Oh my god. Oh my god, that sounds delightful. But I also have a little delivery of snacks coming as well. So at some point during the stream I might strategically dip for a moment to make myself a snack plate. This is exactly the kind of thing that book club is for. Getting some snacks, relaxing in whatever way is comfortable to you. If you gotta be lying down, be lying down. If you're working on something and you just need something calm in the background to play, totally fine. Completely fine. If you are like hyped for the Vampire Yuri saga to continue, get your batons out. Not batons. What are they called? Those little like electric light sticks that people take to concerts and stuff like that. Grab those. Let's fucking go. I have been ridiculously excited to read more, except I got really sad this week. And I had a very hard time reading. I did really good on my walks, though. Dude, if you ever need, like, the workout, try to stand with completely upright posture, hold a book right in front of you, and walk. It is... Oh, man. It took a lot. It took a lot. I had to stop halfway through, but oh my god. Oh my god, that hurt my abs earlier this week. That was fucking wild. I also snapped one of my... I didn't even tell you guys this, and everybody here will appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna get some woos. I snapped my lightest weight resistant band that I had doing leg presses. For those who were not workout inclined, leg presses are, at the very least the way I was doing them, it was standing, balancing on one foot, and pressing the opposite leg just straight out to the side. I broke my lightest resistant band doing that. I need someone to be able to draw like a buff thigh emote. Well, I guess I can just do that. I was very proud of myself. At the same time, I was kind of upset. Oh wait, that's right. I was gonna ask all of you. I was gonna ask everybody if there was anything that they were particularly proud of this week. Something that just happened to you, or maybe if you have somebody close to you that accomplished something really cool. You know, whatever you are proud of that, like, affects you. I'd love to hear about it. Even if it is just kind of weird, like, yeah, I broke one of my fucking resistant bands, bruh. It snapped really cleanly, too, so I can still use it. Like, I can use it for, like, some shoulder decompression stuff, which is so needed. So needed. But that does mean to do any of my leg presses, I need to use the medium weight one, and... Whew. My god. I bought myself something nice without feeling bad about it. Yay! Woohoo! Oh my god, you have no idea how happy that makes me. Yay, Auntie! Yay. Oh, that makes me so happy. That's the best thing you could have told me. I didn't feel guilty for once in something. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, because you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm glad you got yourself something cool. Just a silly hello. That does sound cute. That does sound cute. I am a sucker for stuff like that. Like, I don't particularly have any attachment to Minecraft or anything, but I do remember seeing this little lamp that was shaped like a single block tree, and the little pull cord for the light was one of the bees. I was like, that's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life. It's so cute. I want that. I didn't get it. I resisted. I resisted. If I got a lamp like that, it would have to be like the Enderman, and like the eyes would have to glow. Sufficiently creepy, but I still probably wouldn't do that. But I do get it. I do get it. Sometimes things are so cute, you're just like, no. This would bring me joy. It is so sad to know that Marie Kondo, the woman who kind of coined the, like, unfortunately what became super minimalist aesthetic of just like, if this does not spark joy, get rid of it. And then a bunch of people thought that it was all of their worldly possessions that made them depressed instead of them just actually just being depressed. It's like, yeah, not a lot of things are gonna bring you joy when you're just really fucking sad. And so there's like a lot of like mass purge kind of stuff. Ugh, it's so sad to think about. So sad to think about. Treat yourself to nice materialism things. I don't like the idea that some people who are super minimalist try to put out that like nobody is going to want these things. The context of antiques is not just that they are very good quality, long-lasting things. People want the way that antiques look in their home because they like them. Because some people don't like antiques, you know? People have all kinds of different preferences of stuff, and it's just like, dude, in like 20, 40, 50 years, whatever amount of time, something that you've got might be like the coolest thing to a particular fan of that particular thing. You know? It could just be something like that. Like, I have a piece of cool merchandise that probably doesn't mean anything to anybody else, but to me it's like the coolest fucking thing that I have. And it's just like, oh yeah, I got that. I know somebody in the future will appreciate that. You know, just be responsible with your stuff, take care of them, and then get your affairs in order in the event of imminent demise. I'm gonna be buying a pirate outfit tomorrow. Yarr! Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah! Is it gonna be like a slutty pirate outfit, or are we going more demure with this one? I think I know the answer to this question, I just want to make sure. The Star Wars recruitment posters defend the Empire. Yeah, those are really cute. Posters, I think, are a super good example of that kind of thing. There are a lot of people that really like old posters and have, like, a passion for restoring the super, super old ones, that there's maybe, like, 3 in existence left. And it's just, I like history preservation. Big archivist kind of person, I will have you know. I like historic preservation. I am as equally passionate about trying to preserve older games and make sure people have ways of playing them, even if, you know, I don't even gotta finish that statement. My dust bunnies are smart, you know what I'm talking about, even if. But like very specifically, I don't know, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it would be sick in 150 years people are able to look back and see completely preserved little pieces from these parts of history, especially if those things they're really passionate about. Like, I'm really passionate about medieval kind of stuff. If I find antiques from the medieval era under any circumstances, like, I lose my mind. I lose my mind. You're not gonna find that at like an actual antique store or anything like that, but it's like somebody uncovers some kind of antique from the medieval era. It's like, oh my god, look at that, that's so cool. That's so cool. I love the castles. I love the ruined castles in the modern day. They're beautiful. Normal one. It's for a tour. Wait, what was that? Where's my pirate outfit tomorrow? Normal one. It's for a tour with the car. Oh, gotcha. Aw, man. We need more slutty pirates. I know everybody thinks that like every pirate is slutty, but I will have you know there are some very, very pious pirates out there. I need another strawberry. And then I think We should get started reading. Dude, I can't wait for my snacks to get here. I'm so excited. I really do like the Bubs candy. I fuck with it. I think it's good. God damn it. Okay, one slight detour. Has anybody heard the TikTok audio of the woman who's just like, I fucks with these crab cakes? Sorry. Hold on. Oh god. I got demons. 1 second, let me try that again. I don't know, new ones don't fit me. Damn! What's bad about the dude ones? I can't imagine that, like, it's that difficult to make them a little bit more low cut if that's what you're looking for, but, like, do they not have good pants? Do they not accentuate the shoulders? Oh, the one that I always think of that's, like, a full coverage, but still very sexy kind of, like, pirate outfit is usually the white ruffly shirt with the low V-neck kind of thing. Little bit of puffy sleeves kind of rolled up a bit, like 3/4-ish kind of area. The more fitting black leather pants or a similar material, depending on the quality of the costume. And then the red corset band kind of thing. It's not actually a corset. Then there might be a black corset underneath that, but I like the red sachet belt kind of thing. That's the stuff right there. That's some good big hat, big sword, eye patch, redheaded. You could probably name like 15 characters that fit that criteria. I just don't exist here. Aw, man. Aw, man. I gotta get y'all onto DIY stuff. I gotta encourage the dust bunnies to break out a sewing kit. You will enjoy your lives immensely when you can just, like, alter your garments at will. There's something else I was talking about a second ago and I've completely forgotten. Slutty pirate outfit really did just, like, grab me for a moment. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I did do something kind of cute. But I'm going to have to disappear for a moment. Achoo. And... Oh, look at it! Look at it, it's the book. Look at it, it's the book. It's the book. I put it behind the screen. I thought it would be cute. What is the... Do I remember any of my buttons? I don't think that I do. Oh, maybe. Maybe, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Can I just, like... Can I, like, sit over here, maybe? Oh my god. Maybe I should be a VTuber who wears shorts. Maybe the mini skirt was not the, Maybe the mini skirt was not the route to go. That's demure. That's demure, right? Right? I think there's more coverage than when I'm normally standing, actually. I just thought this would be a cute way to be able to do this. I don't know. Now I'm worried. I, like, just gotta move very, very carefully. Then maybe... There we go. There we go. Do we appreciate it? Do we like it? I feel a little bit more restricted. I'm bound. I can't like shimmy about like a goofy little... Oh my god. If you guys like it, I'm happy. Okay, fine. I'll accept it. I'll accept it. What if I don't want to be cute? What do I want to be? I know the answer to that question. Don't worry about it. Wait. I don't know. I'm gonna move this over just a little bit. Just a little bit. No. Was it perfect at the start? Or is this better? That's perfect. Excellent. Alright. So the last time that we were reading Carmilla, last Saturday, we had gotten to chapter 3, and the events unfolded thus. I feel like I'm like tilting too far downward. I'm gonna work on this while I catch everybody up on the story thus far. We were introduced to our main character, which is a young woman who lives in relative isolation in the mountains with her father and 2 servant women in the estate. Everything picturesque, the landscape beautiful, the castle itself beautiful, the life beautiful, but God, it's so fucking lonely. It's so lonely, and she has nary a friend her age, and upon the eve that she is going to meet somebody new for the first time, she finds out that that young lady died of just a nondescript illness. And she's just gone. She's just gone. It's over. Beige. Nicholas, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Yep, she beige. So beige. So beige. Sorry, I was looking for a particular thing. There it is! Oh my god. Well, that's not gonna work, is it? Alright, I have to forego a potential violation. I'm sorry, this just looks too fucking funny. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. My book seems to be having a problem. How do I put it down? Help! I can't dislodge it. It's stuck. How am I gonna turn a page? How am I gonna drink my tea? Oh god. Everything is terrible. Send the authorities. I'm so scared. Okay, I'll fix this. I'll figure it out. So our protagonist is told the unfortunate news, and on her way back to her home with her father who told her about it, they also meet up with the maids that are just out on like a little walk. Just everybody is just appreciating how beautiful the scenery is. There is a lot of appreciation of how beautiful the scenery is. It's really cute, honestly. It's really, really cute, but while they are there, a cart being chased by a bunch of men on horses crashes right in front of their home. And one woman is effectively ejected from the sight of the cart. I said that wrong. Side of the cart. There we go. Aw, this is kind of cute, actually. I don't know if I should have, like, my little hands up. I don't know where else I would put the book, though. This is such a wild thing to try and figure out. I should do this before we start stream. So a woman called the Princess in Black Velvet by our protagonist comes up to them and is like, "My daughter! She was flung from the carriage. She is unconscious. I do not know what to do. We are so far from home and I must continue my journey." Oh, good lord. I have no idea how to fix this. But wherever will I take my poor child? And of course, the father of our protagonist, who is a very loving-hearted man, is just like, "Ah, yeah, you can just leave her with us, actually. Like, if you'll be back in like a certain amount of time to make sure, you know, we can take care of her in that time. It's not that big of a deal or anything. We can handle that. We can handle that." And she's like, "I don't know about that." And he's like, "All right, come over here. And they have like a very hushed, quiet conversation away from everybody else. But later on, we find out that the conversation was about the woman specifying that she will not answer any personal questions about who she is, about who her daughter is, and her daughter is not going to answer any fucking questions about anything. This is a no-snitch family. So don't even fucking try it. And the father and the daughter are both made very curious by this, but also very respectful. I don't know how to encapsulate, like, that this does look cute, but it looks wrong. I'm like, it's like I'm at the library and I'm just like hiding behind my book. What are you reading? Gay vampires? Have they kissed yet? No. They don't even know that the one's a vampire yet. Oh, shit. I know, right? Can you tell me when you get to the gay vampires? Absolutely. That is kind of what it feels like, doesn't it? That is kind of what it feels like, doesn't it? Oh, it's... I like it. I like it. This is cute. I like it. This is cute. Without the, like, hand in view, it's better. Kind of just... I'm just, like, balancing the book on the side of the I'm balancing the book on the taskbar! That's what I'm doing! Hell yeah, that's so cute. That's so cute. We'll just, like, scooch right on down here. Dude. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna do one more thing because it's appropriate, and I completely forgot that I can do this. At least I think. I think I should have... Uh-oh. I think I do. I think I do. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Is it this one? Please tell me they updated that one. I don't think I did. Nope. Nope, I did not. Never mind. Never mind. My glasses broke, it's fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Wait, where am I? That's not the right one either. Where am I? That's not the... Where am I? I might have clicked through things too quickly. That's just what broke it. Okay. I thought I had glasses I could put on. I was wrong. I've misled you all. Well, thank you. Yes, I am in nowhere, actually. Am I at the bakery? Am I at the diner? Am I at the station? Did I pop inside that weird nuclear bunker in the mountain? Where am I exactly? I know I can't leave the station nor the town. I can't see without my glasses. Shaggy, Scooby, please. I'm blind as a bat. Unfortunately, the glasses don't help me with anything specific other than just looking cute. The only thing they could possibly cure for me would be my dyslexia, and I don't think I have any magic glasses on hand. Okay. I'm going to stop dilly-dallying. I'm going to stop procrastinating. I want to read. I want to read. I'm excited. And I'm not actually on a time crunch today. Velma could get it. You're not wrong. Especially like Velma in the what is it? It was like the Curse of the Witch. Was that the one? It was. Oh, she had her own bookstore and everything. She was so cute. Gosh. Chapter 4. Her habits. A saunter. I told you that I was charmed with her in most peculiars. There were some that did not please me so well. She was above the middle height of women. I shall begin by describing her. She was slender and wonderfully graceful, except that her movements were languid, very languid indeed. There was nothing in her appearance to indicate an invalid. Oh, that's supposed to be invalid, which is effectively like Victorian speech for disabled. Okay. Her complexion was rich and brilliant. Her features were small and beautifully formed, her eyes large, dark, and lustrous. Her hair was quite wonderful. I never saw hair so magnificently thick and long when it was down about her shoulders. I have often placed my hands under it and laughed with wonder at its weight. It was exquisitely fine and soft, and in color a rich, very dark brown, with something of gold. I love to let it down, tumbling with its own weight, as in her room she lay back in her chair, talking in her sweet, low voice. I used to fold and braid it and spread it out and play with it. I love the way the Victorians describe stuff sometimes. In modern context, it's hilarious. Heavens, if I had known... Heavens, if I had but known all. I said there were peculiars which did not please me. I've told you that her confidence won me the first night I saw her, but I found that she exercised with respect to herself, her mother, and her history, everything in fact connected with her life, plans, and people, and an ever wakeful reserve. I dare say I was unreasonable. Perhaps I was wrong. I dare say I ought to have respected the solemn injunction laid upon my father by the stately lady in black velvet. But curiosity is a restless and unscrupulous passion, and no one girl can endure with patience that hers should be baffled by another. What harm could it do anyone to tell me what I so ardently desired to know? Had she no trust in my good sense or honor? Why would she not believe me when I assured her so solemnly that I would not divulge one syllable of what she told me to any mortal breathing? Sorry, I'm having a moment. I'm gonna... 1 second. Don't forget to stay hydrated, everybody. Blech. No more mush mouth. Quit it. I'm manifesting it. My God, at the very least, I don't want to trip over my words. This is very cute, though. She had a whole paragraph about just like how much she likes her hair. Oh, the girls. The girls are so cute, cute, cute. They are. Silent Hill to Remarathon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get it. Get it. I really do like listening to the Silent Hill music as our main backtrack. Just anything. It's all very just like balanced, and it's always appropriate for something that's going on here. Especially the really jammy tracks like this one with the smooth beat to it. It's so good for the stream. There is a coldness, it seemed to me, beyond her years, and her smiling melancholy, persistent refusal to afford me the least ray of light. I cannot say we quarreled upon this point, for she would not quarrel upon any. It was, of course, very unfair of me to press her, very ill-bred, but I really could not help it, and I might just as well have let it alone. What she did tell me amounted to, in my unconscionable estimation, to nothing. It was all summed up in 3 very vague disclosures. First, her name was Carmilla. Second, her family was very ancient and noble. Third, her home lay in the direction of the west. She would not tell me the name of her family, nor her armorial bearings, nor the name of their estate, nor even that of the country they lived in. You are not supposed to do that, I worried her incessantly on these subjects. I watched for opportunity and rather insinuated than urged my inquiries. Once or twice, indeed, I did attack her more directly, but no matter what my tactics, utter failure was invariably the result. Reproaches and caresses were all lost upon her, but I must add this, that her evasion was conducted with so pretty a melancholy and desperation, with so many and even passionate declarations of her liking for me, and trust in my honor, and with so many promises that I should at last know all, that I could not find it in my heart long to be offended with her. She pissed me off, but God, she was cute while she was doing it. She is smitten. She is head over heels. She is lost in the sauce, man. And that sauce is named Carmilla. She used to place her pretty arms around my neck, draw me to her, and lean her cheek to mine. Murmur with her lips near my ear. Dearest, your little heart is wounded. Think me not cruel because I obey the irresistible law of my strength and weakness. If your dear heart is wounded, my wild heart bleeds for yours. In the rapture of my enormous humiliation, I live in your warm life, and you shall die. Die, die sweetly into mine. Oh my God. Oh. I cannot help it. As I draw near to you, you in your turn will draw near to the others and learn the rapture of that cruelty, which yet is love for so a while. Seek to know no more of me and mine, but trust me with all of your loving spirit. Oh my God, I need to take a fucking walk. I need to take a fucking... This is the foundation of toxic Yuri. This is the foundation of it. She's literally just like, I am going to fuck you up emotionally so that you reach out to others and like, see in them the reality of things, the darker underbelly truth of how people actually act and everything. But I know that it's gonna hurt because of how much you love me and I love you. Oh. Oh my God. Girl. This is fucking delightful. This is fucking delightful. I love this. And when she had spoken such a rhapsody, she would press me more closely. Excuse me, in her trembling embrace. And her lips in soft kisses gently glowed upon my cheek. Her agitations and her language were unintelligible to me, from these foolish embraces, which were not of very frequent occurrence, I must allow. I used to wish to extricate myself, but my energy seemed to fail me. Her murmured words sounded like a lullaby in my ear and soothed my resistance into a trance, from which I only seemed to recover myself when she withdrew her arms. Oh, she's siphoning? She's siphoning already? In these mysterious moods, I did not like her. I experienced a strange, tumultuous excitement that was pleasurable, ever and anon mingled with a vague sense of fear and disgust. I had no distinct thoughts about her while such senses lasted, but I was conscious of a love growing into adoration, and also of abhorrence. This, I know, is a paradox, but I can make no other attempt to explain the feeling. I now write after an interval of more than 10 years with a trembling hand, with confused and horrible recollection of certain occurrences and situations, and the ordeal through which I was unconsciously passing. Though with a livid and very sharp remembrance of the main current of the story. But I suspect, in all lives there are certain emotional scenes, those in which our passions have been most wildly and terribly roused, that are of all others the most vaguely and dimly remembered. Sometimes after an hour of apathy, my strange and beautiful companion would take my hand and hold it with a fond pressure, renewing again and again, blushing softly, gazing in my face with languid and burning eyes, and breathing so fast that her... That's the one that trips me up the moment I realize she is just staring, like, directly at Carmilla's chest this whole time. I can't look at her beautiful eyes. I'll just, eyes down. Eyes down. Uh-oh. It's so cute, though. It's so cute. I do just want it to be a happy story, but, like, everything's messed up in the best possible way. Wait. And breathing so fast that her dress rose and fell with a tumultuous respiration. I like that. I like that tumultuous respiration. Oh, that's how you guys can see it. Okay, that works for me. That works for me. I can do it. It was like the ardor of a love... Wait. Is that actually how you pronounce that? I feel like that's wrong. That's not... Ardor? Ardor. Ardor. Hold on. Shh. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Where did the word go? There it is. How do I pronounce it? Tell me.
Ardor.
Ardor. Enthusiasm or passion. Okay. That doesn't seem right, though. That doesn't seem right, though.
Ardor.
Ardor. It's ardor. I swear to God. I swear to God. It's ardor. I see that. Oh, you are? I see that. Whatever. Whatever. It was like the ardor of a lover. It embarrassed me. It was hateful and yet overpowering, and with gloating eyes she drew me to her. And her hot lips traveled along my cheek in kisses, and she would whisper almost in sobs, "You are mine, you shall be mine, you and I are ever one." Then she has thrown herself back in her chair, with her small hands over her eyes, leaving me trembling. Are we related? I used to ask. What can you mean by all of this? I remind you perhaps of someone whom you love, but you must not. I hate it. I don't know you. I don't know myself when you look so and talk so. She used to sigh at my vehemence then turned away and dropped my hands. Respecting these extraordinary manifestations, I strove in vain to form any satisfactory theory. I could not refer them to affection or trick. It was unmistakably the momentary breaking out of suppressed instinct and emotion. Was she, notwithstanding her mother's volunteered denial, subject to brief visitations of insanity, or was there a disguise and a romance? I had read in old storybooks of such things. What if a boyish lover had found his way into the house and sought to prosecute his suit in masquerade with the assistance of clever old adventuress? But there were many things against this hypothesis, highly interesting as it was to my vanity. Probably mostly that Carmilla got some heaving bosoms. I don't think the person before you was a young gentleman in disguise. I don't think so. I think that's a swing and a miss there, narrator. The calamitous memories. As far as we know, they are not calamitous yet. They're not causing landslides or anything, or bounding so heavy that it's causing, like gravitational clips or anything like that. Have you guys seen that one video of, like, the lady, and she's literally, like, using her boobs to knock stuff off of counters? She's, like, going, like, whap. They look at me wrong, I am the whap! Or something like that. I'm sure there's plenty of them now that I think about it, but there's one in particular that I remember just being like, oh my god. This is a type of martial arts I cannot master. This is the goddess's chosen few will be blessed in such a way. I need another one of my candies. This is fucking palpable, though. She is just going through it. She has no idea how to deal with this situation. She's just like, she's so fucking pretty. But it annoys me that she won't tell me anything about herself. Tell me, I want to know everything about you. And then Carmilla is like, I want to eat you. I want to be inside your brain, your synapses. I want to crawl up and down your spinal cord. I want us to fuse symbiotically. And then she's just like, oh, I can't say that. She's gonna think I'm weird. These poor lesbians. Tale as old as time. Blessings upon ye. Yeah, fuck your back, though. Man, these bubs are chewy. These bubs are very chewy. I'm not against them. I don't know if I could sit and eat like a whole thing, like a whole little bag of these, but like, it's a little treat. They're very nice. I've gotten like 3 pages in, and I have to read the fucking chapter 8 today. I'm gonna keep getting distracted, I know I will. Thank you everybody that's hanging out with us though. I don't mind anybody lurking, I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. May I be the dark, weird combination of LeVar Burton and Mr. Rogers for you on this lovely Saturday afternoon. Don't forget to take care of yourself. You gotta up your blood quality if you want the Yuri vampires to show up. Okay. I could boast of no little attention, such as masculine gallantry delights to offer. Between these passionate moments, there were long intervals of commonplace, of gaiety, of brooding melancholy, during which, except that I detected her eyes so full of melancholy fire, following me at times, I might have been as nothing to her. You were prey. You were always prey. I know that look. Not being able to self-insert as the main character because she has a wonderful life, but self-inserting as the monster who's trying to just haul. And like, ah, thank you. Hell yeah. That's exactly what we want. Exactly the vibes. Dude, I need like a really nice comfy chair. I gotta actually like scour some nice antique meat swaps or whatever they're called. I can't remember. What is it? It's the like it's like those big outdoor exchanges. I never remember what they're called exactly. I think they're called meat and swaps because you can take your own specific collector stuff there and exchange it with other people who might be looking for similar things and whatever. I need a very, very nice Victorian reading chair. I would love to be able to just cozy up to the desk with it. What did I miss? I missed something. I went back and I was like, oh, did I finish this paragraph? No, I did not. State of health? Hey, what book are you reading? Hamster. I'm gonna modify the quest room with a nice cozy chair record play. Yeah. Hell yeah. We have a little spare room at the station that I'm not exactly sure what to do with. I usually just like take pictures in there because the lighting is really nice, but I do have my, well, Cruisnick's. We have Cruisnick's VR headset in there, and it's, for me, it's an acceptable place to be able to use it, but the ceiling fan is too low for him. I would like my own little special space to actually like play VR games and stuff like that. I've had my eye on that one VR Vampire the Masquerade game for a very long time, and I do want to give it a try. Just like, it's a fucking VR game. They're just stupid fun. I get to run around as a vampire and just like beat the shit out of people. I can just grab somebody's face. That is the vampire dream, dude. Where was I? Melancholy fire. Yes. Except in these brief periods of mysterious excitement, her ways were girlish, and there was always a languor about her, quite incompatible with the masculine system in a state of health. She's still trying to figure out if Carmilla is just a boy in disguise. Why do I think she's so hot? She must be a boy. It's the only way. In some respects, her habits were odd, perhaps not so singular in the opinion of a town lady like you, as they appear to us rustic people. Me? Me? Me, town lady? Is she speaking to me, the reader? She used to come down very late, generally not till 1 o'clock, and she would then take up a cup of chocolate, but eat nothing. We then went out for a walk, which was a mere saunter, and she seemed almost immediately exhausted, and either returned to the castle or sat on the benches that were placed here and there among the trees. This was a bodily languor in which her mind did not sympathize. She was always an animated talker and very intelligent. She sometimes allured for a moment to her own home or mentioned an adventure, a situation, or an early recollection which indicated a people of strange manners and described customs of which we knew nothing. I gathered from these chance hints that her native country was much more remote than I had first fancied. As we sat thus one afternoon under the trees, a funeral passed us by. It was that of the pretty young girl whom I had often seen, the daughter of one of the rangers of the forest. The poor man was... I have a delivery. One moment. I'm gonna make a snack plate on our next ad break. Woohoo! Oh, wait. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have hit a particular button. Hello? Hello? Krusnik brought me chocolate chips. Hello? I'm down here. Ow. What the fuck was that for? What was that for? You're mean. You're mean. I didn't do nothing. I didn't deserve that. Whoa. I did not know just how far that, I did not know how high up that came from. I'm sorry, I'm infinitely tickled about this. I think this is like the cutest thing. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I don't think I even have to do this like this. Wait. I can fix something that makes my life 1,000 times easier. Where are my buttons? There we go. I can just be a lurker in my own stream. Oh, I don't know. Our thing moves around a little bit too much. Unless you guys are okay with it. What you doing, nerd? Reading?
I'm just reading. I speed read. It's very fast. I finish a book very quickly. I'm also dyslexic though, so speed reading is
It's a very special kind of skill. Sometimes it's a debuff. Sometimes it's a debuff, genuinely. Okay, no, I like this. This is fun to me. This is fun to me. I like this. Where was I? Funeral. Oh god. That's right. I'd often seen the daughter of the rangers of the forest. The poor man was walking behind the coffin of his darling. She was his only child, and he looked quite heartbroken. Peasants walking two and two came behind. They were singing a funeral hymn. I rose to mark my respect as they passed and joined in the hymn they were very sweetly singing. My companion shook me roughly and I turned in surprise. She said brusquely, "Don't you perceive how discordant that is?" "I think it very sweet, on the contrary," I answered, vexed as the interruption and very uncomfortable, lest the people who composed the little procession should observe and resent what was passing. I resumed, therefore, instantly, and was again interrupted. "You pierce my ears," said Carmilla, almost angrily, and stopping her ears with her fingers. "Besides, how can you tell that your religion and mine are the same, and your forms wound me, and I hate funerals. What a fuss! Why? You must die, everyone must die, and all are happier when they do. Come home." God damn, Carmilla. Jesus Christ, girly. I mean, I appreciate her bluntness in this regard, but... yeah, she just got like so pissed. "My father has gone on with the clergyman to the churchyard. I thought you knew she was to be buried today." "She? I don't trouble my head about peasants. I don't know who she is," answered Carmilla with a flash of her fine eyes. "She was a poor girl who fancied she saw a ghost a fortnight ago, and she has been dying ever since, till yesterday, when she expired. Tell me nothing about ghosts. I shan't sleep tonight if you do." "I hope there is no plague or fever coming. All this looks very like it," I continued. "The swineherd's young wife died only a week ago, and she thought something seized her by the throat as she lay in her bed. It nearly strangled her. Father says such horrible fancies do accompany some forms of fever. She was quite well the day before. She sank afterwards and died before a week. Well, her funeral is over, I hope, and her hymn sung, and our ears shan't be tortured with that discord and jargon. It has made me nervous. Sit down here beside me. Sit close. Hold my hand." Carmilla then very intensely encourages her to hold her hand harder, harder, harder. That is not paraphrasing, that is what the words say. It is a... Don't forget to stay hydrated. We had moved a little back and had come to another seat. She sat down. Her face underwent a change that alarmed and even terrified me for a moment. It darkened and became horribly livid. Her teeth and hands were clenched, and she frowned and compressed her lips while she stared down upon the ground at her feet, and trembled all over with a continued shudder as irrepressible as urge. That's not urge, that's not what that word is. Ague? Ague? A-G-U-E? Ague? I think we read that in Dracula, and I still didn't know how to pronounce it. No idea. All her energy seemed strained to suppress a fit, with which she was then breathlessly tugging, and at length a low convulsive cry of suffering broke from her, and gradually the hysteria subsided. "There! That comes of strangling people with hymns," she said at last. Hold me still! It is passing away!" And so gradually it did, and perhaps to dissipate the somber impression which the spectacle had left upon me, she became unusually animated and chatty, and so we got home. This was the first time I had seen her exhibit any definable symptoms of that delicacy of health which her mother had spoken of. It was the first time, also, I had seen her exhibit anything like temper. Extra sage. It is extra sage. There's like the level of kind of reflection in the fact that this is a story that's being told to us after the fact, and Like, we have no idea what has happened to the rest of this woman's estate and family. We just know that it's like, I think she said it was like 9 or 10 years later that she was writing it. But it is that, I felt like it was very appropriate, because it's like you're seeing literally a flashback of somebody exhibiting these negative kind of traits that should be very big red flags, but we know obviously because of this is in retrospect that our narrator did fall for the allure of Carmilla even with those red flags blazing. Good stuff. I love Silent Hill music. I love it. I am absolutely the person who would be sitting in the library reading Carmilla listening to Silent Hill tunes in my headphones. Comfy chair. Need a new Silent Hill. Already? Already? I agree. I agree. I am very excited for the first one remake. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see Harry again. I cannot wait to see how beautiful those cutscenes are going to look with just everything updated and how, like, incredibly beautiful and cinematic. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for it. I really do hope that they super emphasize the cinematic feel of it. Even if that means using, like, certain kind of funky fixed camera angles. Even if they just kind of, like, go back and forth and change things for different scenes. Sometimes it can be, like, you know, guided when you're just, like, walking around the street, but you get into, like, closed spaces. I would love some fun cinematic angles. I really would. You mean being childish about a weapon? Everything about it that I saw so far. I didn't even see the first ending, because Markiplier hasn't finished playing his first ending yet. I watched a lot of his parts in a very sporadic kind of way, like I was doing other stuff at the same time. But a lot of things that I saw in the way that it handled its subject matter, I really, really appreciated. And I don't think that there was enough talk about that specifically. In some of the cases when I saw people talking about it, they were pretty adamant that those things made them uncomfortable. It's like, yeah, it was kind of supposed to, you know, but it was, you know, it was heavy stuff. It was heavy stuff for a reason. And as far as I can tell, it really did handle that subject matter very well. As my Silent Hill babies do. They handle female oppression really, really well. What can I say? What can I say? If I told you the gimmick weapon was shortened to PP. It was... I don't actually know what it could stand for. I ran through a bunch of stuff in my head and I was like, oh man, I have no idea. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll just scream in the Discord in the middle of the night one day in the future whenever I'm able to play it for myself and it's just like, what the fuck? That'd be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait to experience it for myself. I still want to play Bloodlines for myself. I don't think I'm going to be able to play RE9 for myself, unfortunately. I'm going to watch Candy play it. I'm going to treat myself to that. I'm going to watch Candy play it. I'm just going to enjoy that. Oh. Big O? Aw. That's a sound that, like, went through my head. Oh. Oh. Oh, it was unintended. I was gonna say it's true. Yippee! Do it! Do it. I will live vicariously through everybody else who gets to play RE9 until I catch up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she already said that she was gonna play it day one. Candy, wait, hold on. Sorry, I had to run through my order of operations for a second. I always call her Candy, so I was worried I was gonna actually forget, like, her full username. But if anybody... Oh my god, she's live right now, actually. Candy Quartz, with a Z. She's doing her Resident Evil marathon as we speak, and I highly recommend it because she is a very cool professional fan of Resident Evil. She has a lot of knowledge about the series, and she's going through all kinds of different stuff with the different games that she's played so far. So, if you are a big fan of Resident Evil, or you don't actually know a lot of, like, the inner little bits of lore and stuff about it, she will be an excellent person to watch play it, because you'll get a lot of information about stuff. You'll be able to see somebody who is a very sweet, lovely person just fan all over the game and everything. And I do appreciate she is very honest about the stuff that she doesn't like about certain games whenever it pops up, but I don't, she's never just like, blah, 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 blah. She's like, I don't really like that thing, but like, you know, it doesn't ruin the game. She's helped me have an appreciation for Silent Hill 4. I just need to go back and play it for myself. I really, really do. She's great. She's great. I highly recommend her. She's one of the other lovely, lovely ladies on Twitch that if you like my stuff, you will definitely appreciate her. Also, we cannot forget about the emotes. We cannot forget. Oh, God. And she's got a bunch of Robbies! I love Robbie. I love him. Him, baby. Why do we have SCP Dust Bunnies popping up? Why do we have SCP Dust Bunnies popping up? I'm sorry, I'm so much closer to you. I can actually read all of your names. I saw that. We got Mobile Task Force and we have D-Class. Get that D-Class out of here. That mother's gonna snitch first out of everybody. Also, they should be orange. Obviously. If we got a D-Class in here, they gotta be orange. That's a good lurk emote. I don't like that it's Walter, but it sells it. It sells it really well. Where were we? Where were we? Oh, yeah, I saw whenever she got that one commissioned. I was like, oh my god! It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. She's so clever. I think like, it's really cool. All of the wonderful artists that she's also worked with to really bring together the vibe of her stream is really, really sick. But, like, she does conceptualize all of the stuff for it, and goddamn does she got good fucking taste. She's got an eye for design. Let me tell you, the aesthetic, good stuff. Good stuff. Highly recommend subbing to Candy, even if you just want the emotes. Look at those! They're perfect! Can we get some pyramid heads thrown it back while I try to continue reading without losing my mind? The girls were jumping into each other's arms. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Carmilla was bitching about them having a funeral for somebody. Seen her temper. Okay, here we go. Both passed away like a summer cloud, and never but once afterwards did I witness on her part a momentary sign of anger. I will tell you how it happened. She and I were looking out for one of the long drawing room windows when there entered the courtyard over the drawbridge a figure of a wanderer whom I knew very well. He used to visit the castle generally twice a year. It was the figure of a hunchback with the sharp, lean features that generally accompanied deformity. Oh. He wore a pointed black beard, and he was smiling from ear to ear, showing his white fangs. He was dressed in buff black and scarlet, and crossed with more straps and belts than I could count. Is he like a Final Fantasy 6 character? Not 6. Is it 8? There's like one particular Final Fantasy like director who is famous for just putting belts on everybody. 8 and 10. Yeah. I should have known. Right. 6 was the last 2D one, and then 7 was like the start of all of the 3Ds. That's right. That's right. Lulu's pretty cute. What about in 10? tend to, or whatever the fuck they called that one. There was the gray-haired lady. I think she was just called Pain, but it was an E at the end, so it kind of made me think of like French bread or something. I thought she was pretty cute too. Whenever I was exposed to it, I was quite young, and I was like, oh yeah, Lulu is fucking, she's so beautiful. Oh my god. She's gorgeous. Look at that style. And then I saw Pain, and I was like, oh wow. She's like a little bit more of a, like a spunky kind of version. Okay, alright. Based and actually, like, woman appreciation build. Good lord. We can't even call these hear me outs because it's just like, duh, they're beautiful, but it's just like, it's just the subtle preferences, you know? Where were we? We were talking about the gentleman who just came across the drawbridge. Behind, he carried a magic lantern and 2 boxes, which I well knew, in one of which was a salamander, and the other a mandrake. Ooh. These monsters used to make my father laugh. They were compounded of parts of monkeys, parrots, squirrels, fish, and hedgehogs. Oh, it's a freak show! It's a freak show! Dried and stitched together with great neatness and startling effect. He had a fiddle, a box of conjuring apparatus, a pair of foils, and a mask attached to his belt, several other mysterious cases dangling about him, and a black staff with copper furls on his hand. His companion was a rough, spare dog, and followed at his heels, but stopped short suspiciously at the drawbridge, and in a little while began to howl dismally. In the meantime, the mountebank? What is public salesman of fake medicines, charms, and such things. Oh, okay. Snake oil, dude. Mountebank. That's an interesting word for that. In the meantime, the mountebank standing in the midst of the courtyard raised his grotesque hat and made us a very ceremonious bow, paying his compliments very volubly in the execrable French, and German not much better. Then, engaging his fiddle, he began to scrape a lively air, to which he sang with merry discord, dancing with ludicrous airs and activity that made me laugh in spite of the dogs howling. Then he advanced to the window with many smiles and salutations, and his hat in his hand, his fiddle under his arm, and with a fluency that never took breath, he grabbed a long advertisement. Oh my god, there's a little picture! Oh, that's so cute! Hold on, let me finish the sentence. He grabbed a long advertisement of all of his accomplishments and resources of the various arts in which he placed at our service, and the curiosities and entertainment which it was in his power, at our bidding, to display. Oh, look at it! Look at them! Look at them, they're cute little ladies. They're cute little ladies. Engraving of Carmilla, drawn by M. Fitzgerald, engraved by C. M. Jenkin from the dark blue December 1871, courtesy of the Special Collections Research Center, Syracuse University Library. Oh shit. So I assume Carmilla is the obviously the brunette lady right there, and then our narrator is the blonde lady right here. They're like 2 different types of lilies. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love women. Big women appreciators around here. I do support the women's rights and the women's wrongs. If I didn't, we would just be reading a normal romance story. Tell me of the evil deeds of this beast called Carmilla. Will your ladyships be pleased to buy an amulet against the opire? Alternate spelling of vampire. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I thought. I just read it so quickly, I was like, opire? The opire? Oop. Oop, bitch your neck. Ow. Oop, I'm not gonna bite you. Ow. Oop. Oop, fire. Will your ladyships be pleased to buy an amulet against the vampire, which ought to be like a whoop? A whoopire? It's so stupid, but I love it. It's the stupidest thing to find funny, but I love it. It's the whoopire. Whoop. Is what they do when they see your exposed jugular. Oh, whoopire? Oh no. Are these also the vampires that really like werewolves? Buy an amulet against the vampire, which is going like the wolf I hear through these woods. He said, dropping his hat on the pavement. They are dying of it right and left, and here's a charm that never fails. Only pinned to the pillow, and you may laugh in his face. The charms consisted of oblong slips of vellum with Kabbalistic ciphers and diagrams upon them. Carmilla instantly purchased one, and so did I. Are you girls of not questionable sexuality? Are you girls interested in a shiny trinket or two designed to ward off vampires? It has occult symbols on it.
Yes, we will both take one, please. Thank you.
They're so cute. They're so cute. They are the template. They are the fucking template. I'm not gonna get over this. He was looking up and we were smiling down upon him, amused. At least I could answer for myself. His piercing black eye as he looked upon our faces seemed to detect something that fixed for a moment his curiosity. Excuse me. In an instant, he unrolled a leather case full of all manner of odd little steel instruments. This here is called a sounding rod. When the time is right, you'll know what to do. See here, lady, he said, displaying it and addressing me. I profess among these other things less useful, the art of dentistry. Plague take the dog, he interpolated. Silence, beast! He yowls so that your ladyship can scarcely hear a word. Your noble friend, the young lady at your right, has the sharpest tooth. Long, thin, pointed like an awl, like a needle. With my sharp, long sight, as I look it up, I see it distinctly. Now, if it happens to hurt the young lady, I think I must. Here I am. Here are my file, my punch, my nippers. I will make it round and blunt, like her ladyship pleases. No longer the tooth of a fish, but of the beautiful young lady as she is. Hey, is the young lady displeased? Have I been too bold? Have I offended her? The young lady, indeed, looked very angry as she drew back from the window. How dares that mountebank insult us so? Now that makes it sound like a slur. Where is your father? I shall demand redress from him. My father would have had the wretch tied up to a pump and flogged with a cart whip and burnt to the bones with a castle brand. She retired from the window a step or two and sat down, and had hardly lost sight of the offender when her wrath subsided and suddenly as it has risen. And she gradually recovered her usual tone and seemed to forget the little It feels mean to call him a hunchback. Do people consider that a slur? Is that just like... It's like historical context kind of thing. I know we don't say anything mean about Quasimodo. If he's okay with being called the hunchback, like, that's, you know, that's up to him, but I'd rather just call him by his name if I'm being honest with you. I love Quasi. I love him. Everybody loves my boy. Where was I? I got distracted again. I got distracted again. Oh no. My father was out of spirits that evening. On coming in, he told us that he had been another case very similar to the two fatal ones, which had lately occurred. The sister of a young peasant on his estate 1 mile away was very ill, had been, as she described it, attacked very nearly in the same way, and was now slowly but steadily sinking. All this is strictly referable to natural causes. These poor people affect one another with their superstitions, and so repeat in imagination the images of horror that have invested their neighbors. But that very circumstance frightens one horribly. But that one circumstance frightens one horribly, said Carmilla. How so? I am so afraid of fancy, and I see such things. I think it would be as bad as reality. We are in God's hands. Nothing can happen without his permission, and all will end well for those who love him. He is our faithful creator. He has made us all and will take care of us all. Creator? Nature, said the young lady in answer to my gentle father. And this disease that invades the country is natural. Nature. All things proceed from nature, don't they? All things in the heaven and the earth and under the earth act and live as nature ordains. I think so. The doctor said he would come by here today, said my father after the silence. I want to know what he thinks about it and what he thinks we had better do. Doctors never did me any good. Then you have been ill? More ill than you ever were. Long ago. Long ago? Yes, a long time. I suffered from this illness, but I forgot all my pain and weakness, and they were not so bad as are suffered in other diseases. You were very young then. I dare say. Let us talk no more of it. You would not wound a friend. She looked languidly in my eyes and passed her arm around my waist lovingly and led me out of the room. My father was busy on some papers near the window. My tea has gotten very cold. It is so cold. Why does your papa like to frighten us? The pretty girl said with a sigh and a little shudder. He doesn't, dear Camilla. Wait, what? Why is there no R there? What? There's no R in her name right there. What? What? Whatever. It is the very furthest thing from his mind. Are you afraid, dearest? I should be very much if I fancied there was any real danger of being attacked by those poor people. Or being attacked as those poor people were. Oops. A little bit of Carmi slipped in there. Are you afraid to die? Yes, everyone is. But to die as lovers may. To die together so that they may live together. Girls are caterpillars while they live in the world, to be finally butterflies when the summer comes, but in the meantime there are grubs and larvae, don't you see? Each with their peculiar propensities, necessities, and structure, so says Monsieur Buffon in his big book in the next room. Huh? Likely a reference to Georges Louis Leclerc, Comte de Buffon, an influential 18th century science and expert on natural history, and the author of Les Epoches de la Nature. Okay. But, like, what is it about? Is it just a scientific book about nature? From that time? I mean, I would assume so. Later in the day, the doctor came and was closeted with father for some time. He was a skillful man of 60 and upwards, and wore powder and shaved his pale face as smooth as a pumpkin. He and father emerged from the room together, and I heard him laugh and say as they came out, "Well, I do wonder, at a wise man like you, what do you say to hippogriffs and dragons?" The doctor was smiling and made answer, shaking his head. Nevertheless, life and death are mysterious states, and we know little of resources of either. And so they walked on, and I heard no more. I did not then know what the doctor had been broaching, but I think I can guess it now. Chapter 5. A wonderful likeness. Oh shit, I missed the ad break just a minute ago. I'm so sorry about that, everybody. Well, why don't we, for a moment, take a little break, go take care of yourselves, do whatever you need to do, and we will be back in just a bit. Do enjoy the Silent Hill tunes while we're away, and I'll see you soon. Welcome back from the break, everyone. I made tacos. I know I said that it was gonna be a snack plate. I made tacos instead. And I still have one left over. They turned out really good. It's, I have some black beans, Spanish rice. So it's like got tomatoes and peppers and all of that. Avocado, taco sauce. What else did I put on there? Cheese, that was it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The piano cover of SH1 theme is so good. Oh yeah, on here, is it not tomorrow? Or is it, hold on. I think it's not tomorrow. No. It's white noise. Oh, Never Forgive Me and Never Forget Me is also good. Is it Forest? I think that's what this one is. Sorry, I have the, I'm looking at the playlist specifically. I'm trying to memorize Silent Hill songs in particular because there are a lot that I like, and I think of that particular track whenever I'm having, like, a writer moment, if that makes sense, where I'm, like, working through something in my head and I'm like, oh, this would be the track for the scene. This would be the track for the scene, you know? Oh, there's Tears Of. That one's later on, but it is a remix version.
Oh, this was good too. God damn you, Akira Yamaoka. You fucking god.
Okay, it was a good and bad thing that I decided to eat something spicy. It helps out a little bit, but I'm still, oh dear. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to everybody. I forgot that we had the very silly setup today, too. Yes, I am still tickled by this. This is great. This is great! So where were we? I was thinking about making a couple of, like, analysis kind of notes of just like, oh, this about the writing, or like this about this thing. Well, that seals it. Uh-oh. What seals it? Super glue? And you use rubber cement? Or do you just use Mod Podge? Mod Podge isn't great glue. It's better glaze for, like, little craft clay projects. Or is it the seal of Metatron? Is that what seals it? You fool! The seal of Metatron does nothing. It is but a trinket. I do hate, god damn it. I do hate that Claudia is British. I love Dahlia's delivery in the first game. I think it really, really suits and makes her a super uncomfortable character in the exact right way. Packing puzzles that you can frame. That's also a good point. That's also a good point. It's very good for that. If you do puzzles and you want to frame them or anything, you gotta pick up a little thingamot. You don't have to get like a big one or anything either. You don't have to get a big one or anything either. Depending on the size, like one of those just like little bottles can give you like a full big one, or like two like medium-sized ones. Easy. Easy. I have heard of some people mixing it with like different types of like painting varnish and stuff like that too to get like a particular shiny quality. It's been a long time since I've been in like the crafty puzzle sphere of goofy people. Wait, is it not M-O-D-G-E? P-O-D-G-E? Is it not? I can check. It is actually very easily available. Oh, No, you're right. It is MOD, because it's supposed to be like 70s mod. It's mod posh. It's so trendy. 50 years out of date now, though. Water-based glue, sealer, and finish. I have like 4 different kinds of these. They all do different things better than the others. Nicholas is a fantastic example to the other dust bunnies to admit when a mistake has been made. It's always silly the particular grammatical or spelling mistakes that you point out for yourself, but you know, if others can see it and use it as an example of like self-improvement, we can't be too upset about that, can we? I'm sorry, no, I'm still not over this. I love this. I'm waiting. There you go. He's gone. Back to reading. Yes. What was the... There was like a particular thing about the writing that I was gonna say, but I could not find the word. I could not find the word for it. It is very... It's giving me like the toxic croquette kind of girly thing. It is very exemplary of that kind of, yeah, that very un certain je ne sais quoi. Like it's the toxic croquette girly kind of thing. It just really lands. 'Cause I can't say that like I'm fully on board with the narrator either. I think she's being a very nosy, impolite host. But I do think Carmilla is weird. It's interesting to limit the amount of information that we get from Carmilla as a character. Oh. Sorry, ignore that. Everything's fine. It is very fun that we get little to nothing about her character in general until these specific points of exemplifying the emotional outbursts. Oh, hey, Mobler, welcome in. I hope you're enjoying your lurk. What's up? What's up? I hope you're well. Hello. Hello. I saw you jumping for him. I figured you'd like a little something nice. That's a very romantic lighting. Hold on, wait, get back here. That's a very romantic lighting. I like that. That's very cute. That's very cute. I don't think that there's a... It wouldn't work the same exactly, but I want more fun little lighting effects, and I've been trying to figure it out. I haven't been having the best time with it, but I've been trying to figure it out. Go for those little stars. You all deserve a little snack. What was I saying? Yeah, so it's... The only way that I can describe that energy is the toxic croquette. They both have this very funky obsession with one another, but Carmilla herself is very distinctively different in some very poignant philosophical bits, like about how she rationalizes death and thinks of everything. Like, I'm in the camp of people that I think death is a very sacred thing, and you should spend your life preparing for the fact that you are going to die. Death has a perfect KDR. No one is going to beat him. The odds are not in your favor. I would rather live my life each day chilling the fuck out. Hold on, that's really loud. I saw that, I'm sorry, that was really loud. But Carmilla is more of this type of person that seems to not even think of it as sacred at all. It's just like, just fucking get it over with. Why is there so much everything going on here? Somebody, like, they just died, like, whatever. She's very much that type. She's very much that type. Which is pretty funny, all things considered. It's kind of funny. She's a very silly little type of person with the hyper-aggression. The other, just like, in retrospect, it's very silly, but the traveling salesman trying to offer her roadside dentistry of just like, Oh, you got a fucking whack-ass snaggletooth, honey. Can I file that down for you? And she's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you just say that to somebody? Which, like, honest to God, like, yeah, that is kind of mean. That is pretty mean. You don't call out somebody else's peculiarity because you're like, I think you should change that. That's a weird thing. You keep those bad thoughts inside and you strangle them. I'm so sorry. I sound disgusting. One moment. I don't think it's any better. I don't think it's any better. I fucked up. I fucked up, guys. The book clerk. I am totally not just hanging out at the library trying to get the latest piece of gossip. Absolutely not. Why would you suggest such a thing? I'm trying to figure out what the librarians are researching. I've noticed a large traction of occult books coming into the library. They do become part of the public collection, but they're already in the register even before they're on the shelf. We got some interesting stuff. I have a feeling they're trying to commune with something, but I can't figure out what it is. As far as I know, there's nothing under the library, but I guess the Dust Bunnies will have to do a little bit of reconnaissance for me and figure it out since you guys can leave the station. What do you think is under the library? The 3 librarians that are there are all incredibly nice, but they are very, very locked into local gossip. I hear them talk with everybody. They are little sweethearts, though. They are little sweethearts. And very good archivists. I'm always impressed by the quality the collection is kept in. I think we're ready for chapter 5. I gotta do a little funky warm-up. I gotta get into it. Are you ready? Chapter 5. A Wonderful Likeness. This evening there arrived from Grant's, the grave, dark-faced son of the picture cleaner. It's dark is like literal, like they are sullen. They're like gaunt, one might say. With a horse and cart laden with 2 large packing cases, having many pictures in each. It was a journey of 10 leagues, and whenever a messenger arrived at the castle from our little capital of Grants, we used to crowd about him in the hall to hear the news. This arrival created in our secluded quarters quite a sensation. Oh, that was fun to say. I'm gonna say it again. That was fun to say. This arrival created our secluded quarters quite a sensation. The cases remained in the hall, and the messenger was taken charge of by the servants till he had eaten his supper. Then, with assistance, and armed with hammer, ripping chisel, and turnscrew, he met us in the hall where we had assembled to witness the unpacking of the cases. Carmilla sat looking listlessly on, while one after the other the old pictures, nearly all portraits, which had undergone the process of renovation, were brought to light. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. I'm a sucker for painting restoration videos. I'm a sucker for those. Those are really cool. We were talking about artistic restoration and preservation earlier. What a coincidence. What a fun little synchronicity. Carmilla sat looking listlessly. Asbit is bored. She's like, I want to get the fuck out of here. This is lame. I don't give a shit about old stuff. Old stuff should die. Why are you trying to preserve art? Bear Trap? Bear Trap. Carmilla is gonna bitch about them preserving the art. She probably thinks it should just decay. Bear Trap, I'm laying it. My mother was of an old Hungarian family. Hey! Hey! Hi! Hi, cousin! Oh, shit. Hi, cousin. And most of these pictures, which were about to be restored to their places, had come to us through her. My father had a list in his hand from which he read, as the artist rummaged out of the corresponding numbers. I don't know that the pictures were very good, but they were, undoubtedly, very old. And some of them very curious also. They had, for the most part, the merit of being now seen by me, I may say, for the first time, for the smoke and dust of time had all but obliterated them. There is a picture that I have not yet seen. In one corner at the top of it is the name, as well as I could read, Marcia Karnstein, and the date 1698. Yeah. Nice. It's a subtle one. It's a subtle one just between the margins. It's 1698. Nice. And I am curious to see how it has turned out. I remembered it. It was a small picture about 1.5 feet high and nearly square without a frame, but it was also blackened by age that I could not make it out. The artist now produced it with evident pride. It was quite beautiful. It was startling. It seemed to live. It was the effigy of Carmilla. Carmilla, dear, here's an absolute miracle. We found your face. Isn't that silly? Here you are, living, smiling, ready to speak in this picture. Isn't it beautiful, Father? And see, even the little mole on her throat. Of course she's noticed that. Of course she has noticed that. It's so cute. It's so cute. My father laughed and said, "Certainly it is a wonderful likeness." But he looked away, and to my surprise seemed but a little struck by it, and went on talking to the picture cleaner, who was also something of an artist, and discoursed with intelligence about the portraits or other works which his art had brought into light and color, while I was more and more lost in the wonder the more I looked at the picture. I can have a picture of my beloved to look at even when she's not within view? Really? And it's big? Man, she's having so many thoughts right now. She's having so many thoughts right now. Oh my god. Will you let me hang this picture in my room, Father? Will you let me hang this picture of this strange woman that showed up under strange circumstances in our house that I'm totally not obsessed with? Can I have this? Certainly, dear. I'm very glad you think it's so like. It must be prettier even than I thought if it is. Oh, Father. Oh, he knows. Oh, he is aware. The young lady did not acknowledge this pretty speech, did not seem to hear it. She was leaning back in her seat, her fine eyes under their long lashes gazing on me in contemplation, and she smiled in a kind of rapture. Is this her speaking? Is that her speaking? No, okay. And now you can read quite plainly the name that is written in the corner. It is not Marcia. It looks as if it was done in gold. The name Mercala. I don't know why that's hard for me. Why is that hard? Mercala, Countess Karnstein, and this is a little coronet over it. and underneath, AD 1698, nice, and descended from the Karnsteins, that is... Oh wait, is this Carmilla speaking? Is this Carmilla speaking? I don't actually know, I'm a little confused here. Sorry, this feels silly. And now you can read quite plainly the name that is written in the corner. It is not Marcia. It looks as if it was done in gold. The name Merkala, Countess Karnstein, and this is a little cornet over it. And underneath, AD 1698, I am descendant from Karnsteins, that is. My mother was. Said the lady languidly. So am I. Oh, it was the painter speaking the first time. My bad. So am I think. A very long descent, very ancient. Are there any Karnsteins living now? None who bear the name, I believe. The family were ruined. Fucking weird Victorian alliteration that is awkward to read aloud. None who bear the name, I believe. The family were ruined, I believe, in some civil war long ago, but the ruins of the castle are only about 3 miles away. How interesting, she said languidly. Let's see what beautiful moonlight. She glanced through the hall door, which stood a little open. Suppose you take a little ramble around the court and look down at the road and river? It is so like the night you came to us. She sighed, smiling. She rose, and each with her arm around the other's waist, we walked upon the pavement. In silence, slowly, we walked down to the drawbridge where the beautiful landscape opened before us. And so you were thinking of the night I came here. Are you glad that I came? Delighted, dear Carmilla. And so you asked for the picture you think like me, to hang in your room, she murmured with a sigh as she drew her arm close around my waist and let her pretty head sink upon my shoulder. How romantic you are, Carmilla. Whenever you tell me your story, it will be made up chiefly of some great romance. She kissed me silently. I am sure, Carmilla, that you have been in love, that there is, at this moment, an affair of the heart going on. I have been in love with no one, and never shall, unless it should be with you. How beautiful she looked in the moonlight. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Deep breaths. Whew. Whew. Kicking my feet. Oh my god. Shy and strange was the look with which she quickly hid her face in my neck and hair, with tumultuous sighs that seemed almost to sob, and pressed in mine a hand that trembled. Her soft cheek was glowing against mine. Darling, darling, she murmured. I live in you, and you would die for me. I love you so. I started from her. She was gazing on me with eyes from which all fire, all meaning had flown. Sorry, excuse me. And a face colorless and apathetic. Is there a chill in the air, dear? She said drowsily. I almost shiver. Have I been dreaming? Let us come in. Come in. You look ill, Carmilla. A little faint. You certainly must take some wine, I said. Oh my god. The girlies of low constitution are getting Victorian white girl drunk on wine. Oh no. Yes, I will be better now. Oh wait. Must take some wine. Okay, yeah, I was in the right spot. Yes, I will. I am better now. I shall be quite well in a few minutes. Yes, do you give me a little wine? Answered Carmilla as we approached the door. Let us look again for a minute. It is the last time, perhaps, I shall see the moonlight with you. How do you feel now, dear Carmilla? Are you really better? I asked. I was beginning to take alarm lest she should have been stricken with a strange epidemic that they said had invaded the country about us. Papa would be grieving upon measure, I added, if he thought you were ever so little ill, without immediate letting us know. We have very skillfully doctored near us the physician who was with father today. Something wicked this way comes. By the crack smacking of my thumbs. Oh, my joints didn't pop in the way I thought they would. Let me try again. By the crack smacking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. I don't remember inviting you to the dinner party, boss. We're having an anniversary party for the Misfits about 40 years too late. Cast and crew only, boss. Now you should ask about a sarcophagus. Only the real ones get it. Only the real ones get it. But welcome in, Reload. I hope you're having a happy Saturday. We are reading through more Carmilla, the lovely vampire Yuri that has just had me smitten. The girls are being cute. We're only into chapter 5 and we've been here for 2 hours. I thought this cute little setup of us with the book was, I don't know. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. I hope you like it. You're heading to the beach? Hit up the waves? Hey? Fuck yeah. I hope you have a great day. Hell yeah. Are you gonna be surfing? Or are you just gonna be like playing at the beach? Oh, it's winter. It's winter, so the beach is probably like all like winter romantic and everything. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. You can't surf? That's okay. I can't either. I was just curious. I can't either. I think surfing is one of the most, like, particular skills. I really do not think that there are that many surfers in the world, and like, kind of obviously, you know. No shame or nothing, that's fine. You can just go to the beach and have, like, a nice romantic Victorian day. You can do that for yourself. You're allowed. That can be your little present. Just melancholically looking out over the shore, thinking of lost love and the passage of time and romanticizing decay. You can do that. That sounds like a lovely time, actually. Oh my god. I want to be melancholic on a beach. Thank you for these 7 consecutive stream streak, Reload. Hell yeah. Man, she's just taken. She has no idea what to make of the situation. I love that reaction image because I read it differently every time. Oh, to be free like the waves. Instead, I am grounded to nothing like the rocks. Ah! The lamenting... The... What is it? It's similar to melancholy. What is the word? It's like when you're giving in to melancholy and you're just being melancholic. There's another word for it. Oh, what is it? Oh, what is it? I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't think of what I'm thinking of. Hold on. I need my vocabulary list of Gothic literature words. Tenebrous, oppressive, ominous, eerie, uncanny, nefarious, malevolent, sinister, melancholy, lugubrious. It might be lugubrious. No, depression is a similar, but not quite. Depression is just depression. Melancholy is what you have when it's artsy and undiagnosed. Lugubrious, it's a fantastic word. It means mournful or dismal. I think dismal would actually be the one that I was thinking of, I'm pretty sure. But lugubrious is fun. That's your vocabulary word for the day, so says the streamer. Lugubrious, mournful or dismal. Somber, dreary, desolate, bleak, dank. Pallid, gaunt, haggard, cadaverous, wan, spectral, enigmatic. I actually do recommend this list. This is pretty fantastic. We got a lot of, like, really good stuff. Chthonic? Concerning belonging to or inhabiting the underworld? Good stuff. Good stuff. Twilight Zone. Undefined or intermediate area between two distinct states. Very cool. Interstitial. I'm sorry, I got distracted again. No, we're back at the top. Hold on. Hold on. Where were we? Not very far into chapter 5. Chapter 4 was the longest chapter, though, so far. Let's see. Oh, chapter 5 is way short. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Come back to me, dust bunnies. Let me see you. What if I did? What if I did? I don't even know what that's in response to, I'm not gonna lie, but okay, the very vivid image that was conjured into my brain, because I have... We've talked about it before. There are people who can't imagine things in their mind physically, or in the kind of goofy way that you can think about it. Then there's people who have like hyper imagination and can like apply a bunch of different things to stuff, and it can stack. So it's a difference between not being able to see an apple in your head and being able to like render the apple in perfect 3D and have like sun rays and picture what it smells like and tastes like and everything and all of that. I can do that, but then there's like Markiplier is also doing fucking backflips, and there's like 7 different types of music playing all at the same time. So I get really particular images of things in my mind. That in particular, what if I did? Cause it's just something like the 1996 Romeo and Juliet movie with Leonardo DiCaprio in it and John Leguizamo. In my head, it was one of the scenes of Romeo and who does John play again in the film? It's not Otello. No, that's not right. What is his fucking name? Mercurio! He plays Mercurio, right? Or is that the other guy? I think John plays Mercurio. It's like their confrontation with each other. And I just saw like John Leguizamo with like the opened, like the jersey shirt and the wife beater underneath it. Just, what if I did, cuz? I bite my thumb at thee. Doth thou bite thy thumb at thee? I bite thy thumb at thee. I think I should tag the stream unmedicated at this point. I think it's only fair. I should warn people. I should warn people. Deep breaths, everybody. Deep breaths. Where were we? Let's finish this chapter. Ask me for tomorrow and you will find me a grave, man. Damn it. Curses. God, that one's good. God, that one's good. Maybe wake from the dream of today in the morning of tomorrow, dear hunter. Where was I? Wait a minute, I'll see the moonlight. Recovered? Hoppo grieving, I read that one. This is Carmilla saying this. In response to, we have a very skillful doctor near us, the physician who was with Father today. I'm sure he is. I know how kind you all are, but my dear child, I am quite well again. There's nothing ever wrong with me, but a little weakness. People say I am languid. Including you, narrator. I know that you call me languid in your head. I can hear it. I am incapable of exertion. I can scarcely walk as far as a child of 3 years old, and every now and then the little strength I have falters, and I become as you have just seen me. But after all, I am very easily set up again. In a moment, I am perfectly myself. See how I have recovered? In the sentence, certainly was added in... I don't know what that cliff note means, whatever. So indeed she had, and she and I talked a great deal, and very animated she was, and the remainder of that evening passed without any reoccurrence of what was... Sorry, I lost my eyesight for a second. Jesus. Reoccurrence of what I called her infatuations. I mean, her crazy talk and looks which embarrassed and even frightened me. But there occurred that night an event which gave my thoughts quite a new turn and seemed to startle even Carmilla's languid nature into momentary energy. I'm sorry, I got like the hiccups because I couldn't stop laughing about it. The meme capabilities of some of these Victorian lines. I kid you not. I kid you not. You could make some funny stuff with this. You could make some funny stuff with this. The remainder of that evening passed without any reoccurrence of what I called her infatuations. Her fucking crazy talk and looks which embarrassed and frightened me. You and the girlies ever get a little bit manic at 3 a.m. while on FaceTime and you just start like talking about your crazy infatuations? Mac had to check the football game. We win. Ooh, who versus who? Who versus who? It turns out I get really hyped about watching football. I watched it with some friends for a not Thanksgiving Day celebration. And it was what was it? It was the it wasn't the Ravens versus who was it? It was like the Cincinnati team versus somebody else, and like the Cincinnati team fucking decimated them. It was crazy. Bill Merce Broncos. Oh shit! Congratulations on the win. Did you have money laying on it? Or was it just like, yeah, that's my team? Both are fine. I was just curious. My god, the girlies are so cute though. More appropriately, you are currently winning. Marksy, hi! Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Saturday. We are 2 chapters deep. We are just about to start chapter 6. I'm gonna see how many more pages we have until chapter 8. These ones are quite short. Uh-oh, this one's not. Chapter 8? Chapter 8? Oh, thank God. Okay, we don't have that many. We don't have that many. It's fine. Let me count, actually. I mean, my dad's Bill fans, and we talk shit to each other the week leading up to the game. That's cute. That's cute. Hell yeah. Oh, wait. Not, and, yeah, that's 8. That's 8. I always forget the Roman numerals. I don't know why I'm stupid about it, but I am. Okay, page 74. And we are at the start of chapter 7? 74, 64. 10 more pages. Uh-oh. Sorry. Sorry, I forgot to adjust that when I lowered my chair down. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad, dude. I went to my parents today and ate some good food. Ooh, what'd you get? What'd you get? Congratulations, that does sound lovely. I hope it was a good time. I hope it was a good time. It's not short, my chair is just, I'm sitting right now. I'm usually standing for the streams. I am seated at the moment. Hold on, allow me to adjust for a moment, if I really must. It just looks a little silly. It just looks a little silly because I have to reveal one of my secret abilities, which is that I can float books. Eat some shrimp and beef. That is an interesting combo, but I hope it was good. I hope it was good. I have some black bean and rice burritos. I cannot wait to eat my second one.
Bonk!
And why are you trying to... You missed. You just missed. That's all you did. But yeah, see? I got like telekinesis kind of. I got telekinesis kind of. There you go. There you go. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Are your channel points effectively spent? Well, you could almost properly do it. You could almost properly do it. Isn't that fun though? Isn't that fun though? I like my magical book. I think we'll get like really close. We'll get really close. This is also, oh my god, this is also cute. Oh, it's adorable, look at this! Ah! Oh no, Nicholas with a fight. What? Wait, what do you want? Channel points for a wasted scam. Do it again then. Do it again. Why not? What's stopping you? Do it again. Are you broke? Skill issue. Skill issue. I'll just have the funky spiral in the background. That's fine. You don't got no points? Skill issue. Skill issue. I don't have that problem. I don't know about you, but I don't have that problem.
Bounce on
Ow.
it. Crazy style.
I shouldn't have trusted Kruznik to not jump into the shenanigans of the Dust Bunnies. I should always expect that he'll encourage all of you to be very silly. Sorry, I'm very particular about things being level, apparently. There we go. How's that? Do we like that? Wait, where did everybody go? Where did you all go? Did you know that Raven is the 3-tier sub of Raven? Yep. 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 There's an alternate version of me that is actually quite the little freak degenerate. She would be a level any kind of taboo. Any kind of taboo. She's a little weirdo. She would absolutely be that. So I hijack her account so I can have unlimited channel points and all of the emotes and everything. You gotta do what you gotta do out here. I'm not paying myself. I spent all of them on stealing hamsters. Well, maybe you should have just been chilling out. Maybe that hamster didn't want you to go crazy. Maybe that hamster wanted a break. I don't know, you ever think of that? Did you ever think that maybe he doesn't want to be tossed around? He's my happy button, and just let him be. Let him be for now. Don't OD on the happy. Don't OD on the happy. You could, like, break your brain's dopamine associations. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done fidgeting with it. Maybe. See, it's not that hard to find to get more. It's really not that hard. I did know it. I knew it was a skill issue. I knew it. We read. Not possible. For progress. We will. We will. I'm putting all my windows back. I'm putting all my windows back. Now I can't get distracted. We're fine. Can't do that. Wait, can't ood on that? Can't odd on it? Why can't you odd on it? Why not? I think you can odd on just about everything. I'm quite odd myself. I don't know what that means. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I know what that means. I know. I'm fucking with you. Get got! Get got, nerd. Chapter 7. Descending. You all have no idea. You have no idea. I am a little trickster. I'm a little jester. I am just a silly little guy. I am an expert silly little guy, though. I am no amateur. You're dealing with a boss tier goofball. Do you post your art in one of the Discord channels, Raven? Not like, specifically. There's a couple of ones that I've done that should be in general, like for our channel point redeems. Wait. I'll pin that one for you. Hold on. I'll pin that one for you. Hold on. Wait, who tagged me? I'm sorry, I love how active the Discord has been the past few days. It's been making me really happy. You don't get to see my husky. Oh, I get to see that really cute emote. Let me see, because I remember, Auntie, you were the one who sponsored reloads. Did I not? Oh, I'm so sorry. I might not have tagged both of you. I didn't tag both of you, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You know what? I'll make this really easy. I'm just gonna pin it. Oh yeah, pin that. Oh yeah, pin that. There you go. There you go. Check that out. I hope you like it. I hope it turned out good. Miss Shadow, welcome in. Sorry, apologies. We are in the presence. Miss Shadow 69, you're in for a lovely time. We are reading Carmilla today. It is a classic Victorian Gothic vampire Yuri story. It's really good. It's been really, really good so far. I do hope that you're having a lovely Saturday, though. Welcome in. Why is Molly freaking out? Why is she sobbing? No. Did somebody donate a bunch to her? Is she... No, she's so... Aw. Just woke up sore. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better throughout the day. Ooh. I'm gonna make myself like super nice and comfy actually, and then we'll try to speed run or try to stay focused for the last 2 chapters we gotta read, and then we can gab about stuff. It's okay. Aw. Sometimes we just gotta give ourselves time. I'm gonna get nice and comfy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm just gonna kind of like get everything flowing. I'm gonna reach my hands up above my head, as straight as I can, but keeping my shoulders low. Do a little T-pose. And as I breathe, I'm trying to fill up my lungs with air. I'm trying to engage a little yawn. Do a nice little wiggle throughout the whole body. And then reach one hand over and lean and stretch. Of writing for my book, then I got to the idea to write a song for the intro. Fuck yeah! Oh, that's awesome! Now we're gonna lean the other way. Fuck yeah. I need to get back to writing smut. It's the one thing on my New Year's resolution stuff that I haven't kept up with at all. I've been good about some of my physical and like personal health goals and everything. I've been good about like consuming new wonderful pieces of art. Like I have been reading some other books in my spare time. I'm trying to differentiate a lot of the shows that I'm watching right now, a lot of stuff like that. Now I just need to actually channel everything into the writing. Alright, car, if I follow along, I'll hit somebody. Uh-oh, well, don't do that. Wait! You're not driving while in chat, are you, Reload? Don't do that! That's dangerous, don't do that! That's distracted driving. Any distracted driving is bad. Mine's got some in it. Hell yeah. We love smut. This is a smut positive household. We love it. I'm also so sorry. I just saw that there was the fucking goddammit. I just saw that the ads were there. I'm so sorry that I missed that. I hope that didn't interrupt anything. I have my windows open in a different way, but I guess since I have changed up what I'm doing, I guess I can do like that. I guess that's fine. I'm just gonna be like slightly tilted. Nothing can ever be center. Maybe. That's a 10-minute ban. No, they wouldn't ban me for just saying that I write smut. They wouldn't. You don't think so? What if I specify that it's monster smut? Do you think that it's freaky enough to get past? I know for these people, like, monster stuff is pretty tame in comparison, but like, you know, what if? What if? I'm not that crazy. You're in my chat. You're insane. You're cooked. You're like a fried egg. Oh, this is really ambient Silent Hill stuff. I want more of the actual songs. Hold on. There we go. Oh, that's the good stuff. Oh, that's the good stuff. Put that in my veins. I think you meant... Oh, my bad. I got distracted. I forgot about that for a second for some reason. It was so... The concept was so worrying, I blocked it from my mind. I wouldn't ban. I wouldn't remember to unban you. I would just time you out. That's what the timeout is for, so I don't have to remember. I'm at 232 pages. Fuck yes. Oh my god, that is so cool. Hell yes. That is awesome. Last chapter. Not stream friendly. Ugh, man, how unfortunate. I have considered it. And there's a lot of like actual old school slash fic that we could read somewhere else. And it is actually just full, every hole is a goal kind of content, if you know what I mean. But there is another place where we could read that kind of thing. No. No. Why does everyone always say Discord? No! Obviously not. It's my second book, so I need to get it published so far. Ah! Oh, that's so cool! Oh, congratulations on that. I hope you will get everything. Let us manifest positive work-life balances and meeting the deadlines without stress. Let's manifest that. I'm not actually spiritual in any kind of a way, but if I can manifest something like that, fuck yeah. Nothing but positivity and goodwill towards you. Fighting the good fight. It's a shifter fantasy. Oh. My heart. My heart. Holy moly. That's a lot of wonderful words that you just said. That's a lot of wonderful words that you just said. All right, I'm so sorry. I had to hydrate for a moment. Okay, all right. Got an imagination. Hey, wait, everybody. Jingling keys. Sparkly, shiny things. There you go. Have that for a moment. Echoes of the Sacred Territory. Thank you for letting us know. I am absolutely certain some of our lovely dust bunnies in chat will appreciate that. Oh, you did? Fuck yeah. Where is images? Oh, I got redirected. I don't think that's the right one. Wait a minute. Well, if you'd like to, I do have a self-promotional chat in our Discord. I'm not sure if the Google search lended itself well to it. But if you'd like to share that with our community, that'd be super sick. There you go, everybody. I saw a bunch of different stuff came up in Google search, which is just because Google search is broken. I need to go ahead and switch to a different one already. All right. Let's get back into it, everybody. I've been distracted for like a good 30 minutes. There is a limit of how many that you can be in, isn't there? It's a very like hard set thing too. Thank you for the follow, Miss Shadow. We appreciate it. I do hope that you enjoy your time with our community. Did you make these emotes for me, or... Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright. I'm gonna try to bust through this. I don't have a time limit today, but it is 5:30, and I think I'd like to spend the rest of this lovely, lovely evening with Kruznik tonight. So, let's finish our toxic vampire Yuri. Nope, I got gifted a sub out of nowhere, goddamn. Chapter 7, Descending. It would be vain my attempting to tell you the horror with which even now I recall the occurrence of that night. It was no such transitory terror as a dream leaves behind it. It seemed to deepen my time and communicate itself to the room and the very furniture that had encompassed the apparition. I could not bear next day to be alone for a moment. I should have told my father for two opposite reasons. At one time, I thought he would laugh at my story, and I could not bear it being treated as a jest, and at another, I thought he might fancy that I had been attacked by the mysterious complaint which had invaded our neighborhood. I had myself no misgivings of the kind, but as he had been rather I don't like saying the word invalid. That seems very mean in the modern day, but I don't know if people consider it mean. These cursed Victorian words. I don't want anybody to feel bad because the Victorians were very uncouth in their language. It's like, you don't even gotta mention that about him. You just say he's just a dude. He's just a regular dude. Leave him alone. I was comfortable enough with my good-natured companions, Madame Pardon and the vivacious Mademoiselle de la Fontaine. They both perceived that I was out of spirits and nervous, and at length I told them what lay so heavy on my heart. Mademoiselle laughed, but I fancied that Madame Pardon looked anxious. By the by, said Mademoiselle, laughing, the long lime tree walk behind Carmilla's bedroom window is haunted. Oh, nonsense, exclaimed Madame, who probably thought the theme rather inopportune. And who tells that story, my dear? Martin says that he came up twice when the old graveyard gate was being repaired before sunrise, and twice saw the same female figure walking down the Lime Tree Avenue. So he might, as long as there were cows to milk in the river fields. I dare say, but Martin chooses to be frightened, and never did I see more fool frightened. Enjoy your lyric reload. I'm usually naturally, yay, finally his intended purpose. People are really harsh in their language. They were. He was smelly and had no friends, a fucked up face, and he was very financially embarrassed. Are you depicting Victor Frankenstein? Are you depicting Victor Frankenstein? Got him. There is a lot of that. There is a lot of that where it's just very specific features and idiosyncrasies and everything. I try to muster reading it with more of a just like matter-of-fact kind of thing, or like, oh, it's endearing, but something about that still feels kind of weird. I don't know. There's no way for me to read it very naturally. Unless I'm getting paid to. I'll narrate some Victorian books without a hint of irony. I will fully commit to the bit if I'm getting paid to do it. This is just for fun though, so I can fuck up as many times as I want to. Carmilla, wait, more frightened? You must not say a word about it to Carmilla, because she can see down that walk from her room window. Oh, this is our main character. You must not say a word about it to Carmilla. She can see down from that walk from her window. And she is, if possible, a greater coward than I. I need a hinocope. How do you make a parry emote? I had one for a little bit, technically. It was a gif of D from Vampire Hunter D Bloodhunt catching an arrow in his hand and snapping it in twain. Nobody ever used it though, and it made me really sad. So I got rid of it quite a while back. I thought more people would like it, but I thought it was very effective. You could also just like take a little like screen capture of somebody in a Dark Souls-esque game parrying something. You could do that. That could work. Animate over it if you want it to be a particular character. Sorry, I think about this kind of thing a lot because I want to make a lot of goofy emotes like that. Carmilla is a fucking coward. Carmilla came down rather later than usual that day. I was so frightened last night, she said, so soon as we were together, and I am sure I should have seen something dreadful if it had not been for that charm I bought from that poor little hunchback whom I called such harsh names. At least she admitted it. I had a dream of something black coming around my bed, and I awoke in a perfect horror, and I really thought for some seconds I saw a dark feature near the chimney piece, But I felt under my pillow for my charm, and the moment my fingers touched it, the figure disappeared. And I felt quite certain, only that I had it by me, that something frightful would have made its appearance and perhaps throttled me. Throttled me like a bad internet connection. As it did those poor people we heard of. He is the creeping sickness is coming out of everything. He's coming to get you, chat. Do you like being sick? Of course not. He's gonna get you anyway, just like the king in yellow. Kiddos? Excuse me, pardon me, ma'am. Kiddos? Excuse me? Pardon? Oh my god. Everything just makes me laugh. Everything about this just makes me laugh. It's so silly. King in Yellow mentioned. Oh, had you not noticed? Wait. What color do you think the wallpaper is? Have you not noticed? Oh. Aster can try. What about Esther from Sucker for Love? Haster can try, but what about Esther? Oh. Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate. My condolences. They look like monsters to you? That one's still one of my favorite. I hate that character so goddamn much. I hate that he got given so many good lines, but...
Ugh. Ugh.
Well, listen to me. I began and recounted my adventure at the recital, of which she appeared horrified. And had you the charm near you? She asked earnestly. No, I had dropped it into the china vase in my drawing room, but I shall certainly take it with me tonight, as you have so much faith in it. Don't. It's already too late. There's no need to worry about it. There's no need to worry about it. It's already too late. There's nothing else that I could tell you that could prepare you for what's to come. At this distance of time, I cannot tell you, or even understand, how I overcame my horror so effectively as to lie alone in my room that night. I remember distinctively that I pinned the charm to my pillow. I fell asleep almost immediately, and slept even more soundly than usual. Never, never, never. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any stories where the King in Yellow decay ends up affecting somebody's pets or anything. It's usually just their life. Wait, do we have some fake King in Yellow fans? Have you not read the anthology? Okay, actually, I have something kind of fun. Hold on. I have something kind of fun, but I'm going to have to make sure I can remember it for later, so give me 1 second to get it. It was the... Okay. Oh, wait, Nicholas, did you respond? What about Esther from Sucker for Love? Haster can try, but what about Esther? I have to know. She's a cute little tsundere lady. And horribly, wonderfully toxic. Opinions? Feelings? Emotions? Okay, we have a special treat for the end of stream today. Who's your waifus? Which one? You can only pick one. You must be faithful, so which one is it? Lynetta? Esther? Nyanlothotep? Roxanne from the second one? Who's your girl? I'm not gonna lie to you. Mad crush on Lynetta. She's so freaking cute! Whenever Kruznik does something nice for me, I usually say, Thank you, my love. Just like she does, because it's just so cute. It's so cute. You can get it anyway. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I think you. I don't know. I don't know. Esther's very cute in the game. You might jive with it. Again, she's a little toxic tsundere, but we love her. Those memories hit me like a truck. Did they? There's a third game coming out. Have you seen anything for it? It's really cool. It's going to be inspired by the color out of space. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Our lovely cosmic lovely lady. I said lovely twice. She's very cute. I would recommend going to the official Akabaka, which is the developers of the game. I would recommend going to their official accounts and checking out all the cool stuff they're doing because they post a lot of really fun things. I also just like the dev. I also just really like the dev. They seem like a very cool person. I don't know. We jive. Similar spiritually inspired artists. I'm gonna go full lurk mode while I curl into bed. I'll enjoy. I hope you get the rest that you need. I hope you wake up feeling better. Everybody get some positive energy for Guard. Put some positive energy out there that Guard feels better. Whatever sickness, may it be alleviated. May you feel better. But thank you for hanging out for as long as you did. I've never seen any of this. Nothing? Nicholas, it's so good. It's so good. It's like right up everybody's alley. I need to see them. I can't remember what they look. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, I'll get it. Hold on, I'll get it. I can get it. I can actually get it really easily. Oh, wait. Nope. I was about to break something. Hold. We're not gonna finish Carmilla today. We're not gonna finish Carmilla today. Sucker for love. Where are my girls? Where are my girls? Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man, God, they're all so cute. I didn't forget or anything. I am kind of taken aback a little bit. They're all very cute. Okay. So the first game, oh, that's not very helpful, is it? That's not very helpful, is it? Lynetta, my love. There you are. Hi, Lynetta. There she is. This is Lynetta. She is the she is the more Cthulhu-y inspired of the waifus, more directly, just, you know, pretty tentacle face lady, and she's very cute and very pretty. Hold on, I'm gonna get my book out of the way. I look very distracted. I look like a little bit of a peeping Tom looking at the cute women. I'm not being weird. Don't worry about it. I promise I'm not just staring. That's the best part about wearing sunglasses, that they can't tell where you're looking. They can never tell where you're looking exactly. Nah, can't tell at all. Can't tell at all. Have you heard of Akuma Kira? I think so. I'm pretty sure. My fave injury devs. Car's getting loud. Can't hear anything. Gotta go. Enjoy! Enjoy! Have a good road trip. I hope the beach is fun. That's Lynetta, but oh, there she is! There she is. This is our very pretty color out of space inspired lady. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. I love the use of the textures and obviously the whole retro aesthetic of everything. This is Roxanne. This is Roxanne, the goddess of fertility. Where's Esther? Where's a good? That's, you know what? This is a good picture.
They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him.
Yes, I know. I forgot to read. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been getting so distracted today. I don't even know why. Okay, so in order, we have Lynetta, the main character. This is Esther, or the King in Yellow, and then Nyarlathotep, who is just a big cat lady. Like, she's very big. She's very big. That hand going up is her touching the ceiling. She is tall, to say the least. She is tall. Also very cute. At the end of stream, though, I have something very cute for anybody that is a Sucker for Love fan. I was meaning to do it for a minute, but I might save it and try to record something. Sorry, spoilers. Distance of time I cannot tell you or even understand how I overcame my horror so effectively. I remember distinctly that I pinned the charm to my pillow. I fell asleep almost immediately and slept even more soundly than usual all night. Next night passed as well. My sleep was delightfully deep and dreamless, but I waked with a sense of lassitude and melancholy, which, however, did not exceed a degree that was almost luxurious. Well, I told you so, said Carmilla, when I described my quiet sleep. I had such delightful sleep myself last night. I pinned the charm to my breast for the night of my night dress. It was too far away the night before. I am quite sure it was all fancy except the dreams. I used to think that evil spirits made dreams, but our doctor told me that there is no such thing. Only a fever passing by or some other malady as they often do, he said, knocks at the door. Wait, what? Only a fever passing by or some malady as they often do, he said, knocks at the door and not being able to get in. Oh, the malady itself, it knocks at the door, and not being able to get in passes on with that alarm. And what do you think the charm is? I have been fumigated or immersed in some drug, and is an antidote against the malaria, she answered. Then it acts only on the body? Certainly. You don't suppose that evil spirits are frightened by the bits of ribbon or the perfume of the druggist's shop. No, these complaints wandering in the air begin by trying the nerves and so infect the brain, but before they can seize upon you, the antidote repels them. That, I am sure, is what the charm does for us. It is nothing magical. It is simply natural. I should have been happier if I could have quite agreed with Carmilla, but I did my best, and the impression was little losing its force. For some nights I slept profoundly, but still every morning I felt the same lassitude and languor weighed upon me all day. I felt myself a changed girl. A strange melancholy was stealing over me. A melancholy that I would not have interrupted. Excuse me. Do not turn Carmilla into a drinking game where you take a shot every time they say the word melancholy. You will be fucking dead. You will be dead before you're halfway through. Oh my god. It's just everything is melancholy. Melancholy this, melancholy that. My melancholy is melancholy. My melancholy is melancholically. Where was I? Oh god. I lost where I was again. I'm so sorry. Dim through the death began to open, and an idea that I was slowly sinking took gentle and somehow not unwelcome possession of me. If it was sad, the tone of mind which this induced was also sweet. Whatever it might be, my soul acquisitioned it. Acquiesced, not acquisitioned. Acquiesced. I would not admit that I was ill. I would not consent to tell my father or to have the doctor sent for me. Carmilla became more devoted to me than ever, and her strange paroxysms of languid adoration more frequent. She used to gloat on me with increasing ardor the more my strength and spirits waned. This always shocked me like a momentary glare of insanity. With knowing it, I was now in a pretty advanced stage of the strangest illness under which mortal ever suffered. There was an uncountable fascination in its earlier symptoms that more than reconciled me to the incapacitating effect of the stage of the malady. This fascination increased for a time until it reached a certain point, when gradually a sense of the horrible mingled itself with it, deepened as you shall hear until it discolored and perverted the whole state of my life. The first change I experienced was rather agreeable. It was very near the turning point from which the descent of Avernus. Oh no, I read that right, okay. Certain vague and strange sensations visited me in my sleep. The prevailing one of That pleasant, peculiar, cold thrill which we feel in bathing when we move against the current of the river. This was soon accompanied by the dream that seemed indeterminable and were so vague that I could never recollect, god damn it. That I could never recollect their, god damn it. I'm sorry. I'm making myself angry. I can do this. I can do it. Ah! I have been very impressed by the long stints that I've been able to read, but then it just makes me angry that I can't do that all the time. Be perfect, damn it! These are my own inner demons to face. It's fine. It's fine. After all these dreams remained on walking resemblance of having been in a place very nearly dark, and having spoken to people whom I could not see, and especially one of clear voice, of a woman's, very deep that spoke as if distant, slowly, and producing always the same sensation of indescribable solemnity and fear. Sometimes there came a sensation as if a hand was drawn softly against my cheek and neck. Sometimes it was as if warm lips kissed me, and longer, more lovingly as they reached my throat. But there the caress fixed itself. The heart beat faster. My breathing rose and fell rapidly, full drawn, a sobbing that rose into a sense of strangulation, supervented and turned into a dreadful convulsion in which my senses left me and I became unconscious. It was now 3 weeks since the commencement of this accountable state. My sufferings had during the last week told upon my appearance. I had grown pale, my eyes were dilated and dark underneath. The languor which had long felt began to display itself in my countenance. My father asked me often whether I was ill, but with an obstinacy which now seemed to me unaccountable, I persisted in assuring him that I was quite well. In a sense, this was true. I had no pain. I could complain of no bodily derangement. My complaint seemed to be of the imagination or the nerves, and horrible as my sufferings were, I kept with them a morbid reserve very nearly to myself. I could not be that terrible complaint which the peasants called the opier, for I had now been suffering for 3 weeks, and they were seldom ill for much more than 3 days, when death put an end to their miseries. Carmilla complained of dreams and feverish sensations, but by no means of so alarming a kind as mine. I say that mine were extremely alarming. Had I been capable of comprehending my condition, I could have invoked aid and advice on my knees. The narcotic of an unsuspected influence was acting upon me, and my perceptions were unbenumbed. I am going to tell you now of a dream that led immediately to an odd discovery. We get another picture spread. Hold on. I'm gonna step out of the way for this one. One night, instead of the voice... Oh wait, it's a dream. One night, instead of the voice I was accustomed to hear in the dark, I heard one, sweet and tender, and at the time terrible, which said, "Your mother warns you to beware of the assassin." At the same time, a light unexpectedly sprang up, and I saw Carmilla standing near the foot of my bed in her white nightdress, bathed from her chin to feet in one great stain of blood. Oh, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. I wakened with a shriek, possessed with the one idea that Carmilla was being murdered. I remembered springing from my bed, and my next recollection is that of standing on the lobby, crying for help. Madame and Mademoiselle came scurrying out of their rooms in alarm. A lamplight burned always on the lobby, and seeing me, they soon learned of my terror. I insisted on our knocking at Carmilla's door. Her knocking was unanswered. It soon became a pounding and an uproar. We shrieked her name, but all was in vain. We all grew frightened, for the door was locked. We hurried back in a panic to my room. There we rang the bell long and furiously. If my father's room had been at the side of the house, we would have called him up at once to our aid. But alas, he was quite out of hearing, and to reach him involved an excursion for which none of us had courage. Servants, however, soon came running up the stairs. I had got on my dressing gown and slippers meanwhile, and my companions were already similarly furnished. Recognizing the voices of the servants on the lobby, we sailed down together, having renewed as fruitlessly as our summons at Carmilla's door. I ordered the men to force the lock. They did so, and we stood holding our lights aloft in the doorway, and so stared into the room. We called her name, but there was still no reply. We looked around the room. Everything was undisturbed. It was exactly in the state in which I had left it on the bidding her goodnight, but Carmilla was gone. Chapter 8, The Search. This one is only 4 pages? Yeah, we can do that, but I gotta chug my water real quick. What are you guys thinking so far? I would actually like to know everybody's opinions, if anybody has anything in particular. You know, in the event anybody wants to write fan fiction or anything like that. It is time to write fan fiction for the 150-year-old vampire Yuri. Do it! Write the fan fiction and then tweak things slightly, and then you will have a beautiful original story. William Shakespeare under the guise of... Why would that be my Shakespeare? Why is this Shakespeare specifically? And why is he my pyramid head? Is he just... It's the urge in the back of my brain to open up my Google Doc that I haven't looked in a little bit about the mimic. Is that what it is? For a preview for that, you can see a very unedited version on Patreon. Yeah, you got to pay for it because it's got a wooga in it. But it's there. Past tense? What do you mean past tense? It was! I don't think I've ever had a pyramid head, and I don't think it would be... I do not think it would be would I was Shakespeare. I don't think it would be, actually. I do like Shakespeare, obviously, because it's very, dark and macabre and romantic and all of that. Obviously, I don't dislike Shakespeare. I don't know, I figured you would have said, Poe or somebody else instead. I guess Poe is a little bit of the obvious one, but considering the fact I have a fairly large omnibus of his work, I think it's apt. The other one that I have is, The Horror of the Museum. It's a Lovecraft one. And then I have the first 3 volumes of the Overlord series. And DRCL, Midnight Children. For a model to stream from... For absolutely no reason. What kind of mimic? Hi, Cornflake! Hi, Cornflake! Completely forget the mimic stuff, but... Hi, Cornflake. Does she respond to the little, like mama cat chittering noise? The... That's a pretty sweetie kitty. Love you, Cornflake. I love everybody's cats. And everybody's moms. But specifically everybody's cats. I need to drink a little bit more water. This will be our last chapter, and we'll talk about it a little bit at the end, and then we will have to call a stream. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Chapter 8, The Search. At sight of the room, perfectly undisturbed except for our violent entrance, we began to cool a little, and soon recovered our senses sufficiently to dismiss the men. It had struck Mademoiselle that possibly Carmilla had wakened by the uproar at her door, and in her first panic had jumped from her bed and hid herself in a press, or behind a curtain from which she could not, of course, emerge until the Major Modo, and Myrmidons, in translation from Homer the Iliad, or with reference to the Homeric story, a member of a warlike people inhabiting ancient Thessaly, whom Achilles led in the siege of Troy. Okay, that's a fun thing to say. Now she's attacking the phone. I will conspire. I will conspire with the kitties. Major Modo. Is that Major Domo? Major Domo. I knew I was saying it wrong, but I could not get myself to get it right. Okay, hold on.
Where the fuck did it go?
Major Domo and Myrmidon. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this one. How do I say it? Pronunciation. Thank you. No! Kill yourself, AI. Actually, factually, I hate you. Do you mean Major Domo? It says it as one word. It said it as one word.
Major Domo.
Major Domo?
Major Domo.
Major Domo. That's it. Okay. I was just overthinking a bit. Mermaid. It just feels like I just got gotcha'd. Okay, and then Myrmidons. How do I say this?
Myrmidons.
Myrmidons. Okay. Okay, I can deal with the rest of this. I can deal with it. Major Domo and his Myrmidons had withdrawn. We now recommenced our search and began to call her by name again. Oh, Carmy! Carmy! What, oh, Carmilla? Come out from under the bed and we'll give you a squeezy. Myrmidon is right. Myrmidon. Myrmidon. We all have trouble with different things, and it's okay. It's the first time that I've said it. It's okay that I'm having problems. I don't know why I'm having such immense problems, but I'm not going to think about it too much more, because it's going to make me sad. Oh dear. Oh god, okay, focus. I have 4 more pages, and then we're fine. It was all to no purpose. Our perplexity and agitation increased. We examined the windows, but they were secured. I implored Carmilla, if she had concealed herself, to play this cruel trick no longer, to come out and to end our anxieties. It was all useless. I was by this time convinced that she was not in the room, nor in the dressing room, the door for which was still locked from this side. It's fine, just try to... I know. Everyone is being very kind and very helpful. I'm the one who's just having a problem with it. It is purely a me problem, but I appreciate everybody's help. It's very sweet. It is very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's me embarrassment. It's me embarrassment. I don't need to be embarrassed, but I still feel it. I can't drop the chemicals in my brain. They're just gonna be in there. I was by this time convinced that she was not nor in the dressing room. I was utterly puzzled. Had Carmilla discovered one of those secret passages which the old housekeeper said were known to exist in the castle? Although the tradition of their exact situation had been lost, a little time would no doubt explain all. Utterly perplexed as for the present we were. It was past 4 o'clock, and I preferred passing the remaining hours of darkness in Madame's room. Daylight brought no solution of the difficulty. The whole household, with my father at its head, was in a state of agitation the next morning. Every part of the chateau was searched. The grounds were explored. Not a trace of the missing lady could be discovered. The stream was about to be dragged. My father was in distraction. What a tale to have to tell the poor girl's mother upon her return. I too was almost beside myself, though my grief was quite of a different kind. The morning was passed in alarm and excitement. It was now 1 o'clock and still no tidings. I ran up to Carmilla's room and found her standing at her dressing table. I was astonished. I could not believe my eyes. She beckoned me to her with her pretty finger in silence. Her face expressed extreme fear. I ran to her in ecstasy of joy. I kissed and embraced her again and again. I ran to the bell and rang it vehemently to bring the others to the spot who might at once relieve my father's anxiety. "Dear Carmilla, what has become of you all this time? We have been in agonies of anxiety about you. Where have you been? How did you come back?" "Last night has been a night of wonders. For mercy's sake, explain all that you can." "It was past 2 last night, when I went to sleep as usual in my bed, with my doors locked, that of the dressing room and the opening upon the gallery. My sleep was uninterrupted, and so far as I know, dreamless. But I woke just now on the sofa in the dressing room there, and found the door between the rooms open, and the other door was forced. How could all of this have happened without me being awakened? I must have been accompanied with a great deal of noise, and I am particularly easily wakened. And how could I have been carried out of my bed without my sleep being interrupted, I whom the slightest stir startles?" By the time Mademoiselle and the Madame, my father, and a number of other servants were in the room, Carmilla was, of course, overwhelmed with inquiries, congratulations, and welcomes. She had but one story to tell and seemed the least able of all the party to suggest any way of accounting for what had happened. My father took a turn up and down the room, thinking. I saw Carmilla's eye follow him for a moment with a sly, dark glance. When my father had sent the servants away, Mademoiselle, having gone in search of the little bottle of valerian and sal volatile. Valerian is the herb. Sal volatile is a solution to wake people up from fainting spells. Oh, it is like smelling salts. Okay, that's what I thought. And there were being no one now in the room with Carmilla except my father, Madame, and myself. He came to her thoughtfully, took her hand very kindly, and led her to the sofa and sat her down. "Will you forgive, my dear, if I risk a conjecture and ask a question?" "Who can have a better right? Ask what you please, and I will tell you everything. But my story is simply one of bewilderment and darkness. I know absolutely nothing, but any question you please. But you know, of course, the limitations my mother has placed me under?" "Perfectly, my dear child. I need not approach the topics on which she desires your silence. Now, the marvel of last night consists in your being removed from your bed and your room without being wakened, and this removal having occurred apparently while the windows were still secured and the 2 doors locked upon the inside. I will tell you my theory, and first ask you a question. This calls for a very different kind of music. One moment. No! It broke. No! Give me back Carmilla! Page 70-something. 60-something. Hold on. This requires a very different kind of music. Where were we? Strange agony. That's 7, 8, something coming out of the bed. Night profoundly. First change. Agreeable. There's the father. That was the... Wait. Oh, there's chapter 8. I'm being silly. You are late, but that's okay. That's okay. I am very sorry. We will be wrapping up fairly soon. I wanted to play a little bit of a different bit of music for this scene in particular. But welcome in, someone. I do still hope that you're having a lovely, lovely... Not history. Hold on. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Saturday. Evening now. It is evening. Where's my... I have a music playlist that I always forget where it is. No, what is it? Did I not save it? Watch later. Damn it. Alright, I'll just search it. I'll just search it. There we go. Perfect. Sorry, it started halfway through because I was looking for this the other day. Carmilla was leaning on her hand dejectedly. Madame and I were listening breathlessly. Now my question is this. Have you ever been suspected of sleepwalking? Never, since I was a young child indeed. But you did walk in your sleep when you were young? Yes, I know I did. I have been told so often by my old nurse. My father smiled and nodded. Well, what has happened is this. You got up in your sleep, unlocked the door, not leaving the key as usual in the lock, but taking it out and locking it on the outside. You again took the key out and carried it away with you to some of the 5 and 20 rooms on this floor, or perhaps upstairs or downstairs. There are so many rooms and closets, so much heavy furniture, and such acclamations of lumber that it would require a week to search this house thoroughly. Do you see now what I mean? I do, but not all. And now, Father, do you account for her finding herself on the sofa in the dressing room, which we had searched so carefully? She came here after you had searched it, still in her sleep, and had last awoken spontaneously, and was as much surprised to find herself where she was at anyone else. I wish all mysteries were as easily innocently explained as yours, Carmilla, he said, laughing. And so we may congratulate ourselves on the certainty that the most natural explanation of the occurrence is one that involves no drugging, no tampering with locks, no burglars, no poisoners or witches. Nothing that need alarm Carmilla or anyone else for our safety. I kind of wanted it to just like quietly fade out. I think that would have been perfect. Carmilla was looking charmingly. Nothing could be more beautiful than her tints. T-I-N-T. Oh my god. You could really slip up on words like that, can't you? My god. Her beauty was, I think, enhanced by the graceful languor that was particular to her. I think my father was silently contrasting her looks with mine, for he said, I wish my poor Laura was looking more like herself, and he sighed. So our alarms were happily ended, and Carmilla restored to her friends. And that brings us to the end of chapter 8. Next is chapter 9, The Doctor. But we will have to save that for another day. Thank you all for spending some time with me while we read Carmilla. I do have one last little treat. I think I'm going to save it, though. I am also going to save it for another day. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. I know I did. It was a very lovely, very, very lovely Saturday, I think. I really did like the story, too. I think it's progressing in such a fun way. I don't know. I'm just digging it. The over-dramatic everything about Victorian stuff like this is just really fun to read with everybody. Goodbye, Auntie. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. I hope everybody has a lovely rest of their weekend. Please do remember to take care of yourself, as it is oh so important to do so. I told you so a moment ago. I told you we were going to be wrapping up. I fucking told you. I warned you. I warned you, homie. Samesies. Aw, thank you, Auntie. I plan on it. I'm going to eat a lot of delicious food. I'm going to spend the time with people that I love, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I do have to let everybody know that next week's book club will be pushed off till Sunday. It will not be on Saturday like it was today. It'll be on Sunday, hopefully at 2 p.m. Because on Saturday, I got a girls' date. I got a girls' date. Yeah! Can't wait. I'm gonna make chocolate chip cookies and we're gonna watch Edge of Sleep. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But thank you all for hanging out with me. I will see you all again on Monday. I'll figure out something. I don't know what we're doing yet this week, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll have fun. I am looking forward to a very spooky ASMR stream this week because that's what I want to do so bad. Monday we might start a new game, and Friday, if I can get a couple of things working, I don't know. We might finish out Dread Delusion in like a big special stream just for it because I've been really enjoying it. We might be doing some Resident Evil shenanigans. We might be doing that very soon. So, until Monday, take care of yourselves. Don't forget to drink water, get lots of food, give yourself a little treat. Not because you earned it, not because you worked for it, because you're just a living person and you deserve it. I know, Auntie, I'm so excited. Can't wait. Please don't die. No guarantees on any of that, but we can try. We can try. Jill sandwich. You were almost made into a Jill sandwich. Oh. She would be a very cute sandwich. I don't think any of us would be able to resist it. Anyway,